You're good.
Woo! Alright, welcome to 760 of Peaceful Heart.
To your anniversary! To your anniversary! Woo!
I've wasted 2 years of my life.
Yeah.
You'll never
Two
get it
whole
back, Ben.
years? But like, it's not like we spent the entire last 2 years
They're
recording.
gone. I can't
Yeah,
get
you
them back. I only exist when we start D&D.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ben like blue screens whenever we're not playing D&D.
Yeah.
Ben blue screens?
Yeah.
No one else.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna let someone recap against their will.
The Ben,
So
the
evil.
Ben we
I'm
see
going to
every
let
other
them live
time.
in privilege.
The Ben we see every other time is like a hard drive backup Ben.
Yeah.
Okay,
there,
well, definitely
Mikey?
should be Michael.
Yeah, super much.
Yeah, jeez, what a bad DM.
Agreed. Eddie.
Mood.
Erin Yig.
Erin, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the best memory of the details of last session, other than that we murked Sterisol while
That's
wandering,
about
going through the desert to get to the Dragonborn tribes.
Alright, I will. Fair enough.
He's not wrong,
okay,
that's what we did last session.
He's not wrong. Okay, so what? I'll just do a little bit more in depth. So last session, the party ran into their first real hiccup of their travels. After 6 days of journeying through the desert towards the southeast, they finally got Sarasol finally caught up to them. And instead of running or trying to find some way to distract him, they decided to take him on head on. And he gladly took the opportunity to get close to them to attempt to just get rid of them quickly, but they overpowered him and managed to take the gem out of his eye socket that was seemingly controlling him. When we last left off, they had ripped out the they had ripped out the gemstone, and he had collapsed on the ground. That is where the combat ended. But that is also that's where the combat and the session ended. So, what are you all up to?
Well, I'm gonna hog tie Sarasol.
Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Hog champ. Alright. Also,
Yeah, I am.
Michael, could you play some music, please?
Right. Apologies. Sorry.
Can someone help me out of the quicksand?
Um,
Okay, go get
Yes. Yes. And Uriel will fly over and will take him out.
Thank you.
Give me a strength roll.
Yes.
An athletics check. Apologies.
And athletic.
That is a
Ooh,
nat
alright.
1, Michael.
That is a
ooh,
17.
yikes.
Yikes.
Wait. Vico, what? Huh?
Nat 1.
Oh, you're also trying to pull him out? Okay, so
No,
we're gonna go
I was
where-
trying to
No,
hog tie.
not one sleight of hand.
Oh,
Hog tie.
God, sorry.
Refund! God!
Ah! So, you tie him up.
17 for me.
Yeah, so the harder you pull, the harder it seems to get. So, it just kind of... he's stuck in there pretty tight.
It's fine. I can. I'll just Misty step out.
I mean, I was
Go
gonna,
for it anyways.
I was gonna do something, but okay.
It's actually...
So even with my nat 1, I tied him.
Yeah, you tied him up.
I tied him up. I'm
You
an
did
expert.
a really good job. An A for effort.
I am an expert! Dude, I have a +4 on sleight of hand. I have a fucking +4 and I rolled a nat 1.
No, you can't,
Ow.
can't get
This-
+4 on your how good you roll.
This die is going in dice jail.
Ugh.
It's the
Bless
first die I've put in dice jail in a very.
Its
long
next
time.
roll could be a nat 20, and you'd never know.
You
I
never
don't
know.
trust
Never
it.
know.
I don't trust it. I'm moving on to one of my other pair of die. Bless you.
Bless
It
you.
shouldn't have been a bad boy.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Oh, Tyler, look, I didn't bring the swords, but I brought the Crusader helmet.
Hell yeah, brother. I'd go get it, but I don't want to get out my mugs in the other room. Tankard.
Okay, yeah, you misty step out of it.
Mr. God,
Yes.
can I go over and physically inspect Sarasol?
You can give me either investigation or arcana. They will get you different things.
Okay, well,
Can I roll a medicine check on Sarasol? Because I want to give him like enough healing. I don't want him to die.
that'd be optimal.
Give me a medicine check.
Okay.
I haven't used these die in a while.
And that's a 7.
He appears to be stable, to the best of your understanding.
16 Arcana.
Okay, so you're kind of inspecting him physically. You're looking at the mechanisms that have been implanted in his body. Now that you're up closer, it seems that this isn't just like an augmentation. Like his entire arm has been removed and replaced. It's fully mechanical. You, with a 16, are able to tell that this probably isn't over exactly. Well, you did remove the gem. This whole mechanism seems to have been enchanted so that the two were amplifying each other's effects to have full control over him. You'd have to find some way to disenchant both objects in order to fully free him from what is controlling him. This is very powerful magic. Having removed the gemstone from the augmentations definitely makes it easier. It won't. It won't be as. They won't be reinforcing each other the way they were before. But he is still not completely free, although he is incapacitated at the moment.
Is there any wayward symbols on Parasol anywhere that might be used for CIA purposes?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Burn his ass.
He's got a tramp stamp.
That's a perfect hiding spot. We would never check.
Oh,
Sarasol has a
Tippy went
tramp
into the
stamp.
sand. Shoot, that's so sad.
Tippy
Anyways.
is dead.
Tippy is dead.
Oh no.
Oh no. It seems that this metallic arm is also enchanted in some way to keep Sarasol under the spell. He won't be completely under his own control unless it's removed. The enchantment, that is.
How is the arm attached?
The hole in, is it just the arm, or like even if the arm were to be removed, would he still have the enchantment?
There might be some magical attunement. So I think it would be best if we remove the enchantment or suppress it in some way.
I have a
I can-
that would protect, that may be able to, a spell that may be able to very briefly Parasol from the control of this arm. Maybe that would temporarily suppress it and allow us to remove it better. I could cast it on him right now if you'd like.
Preferably when he's conscious, unless you have some way that's permanent. But if it's temporary, then we should wait.
Can
We
I,
don't know when he'll be back up.
can I double check my rope, Michael? Make sure it's actually nice and tied.
Does Vico have a reason to believe that it is not? That it is not properly tied?
I mean, he could just be double checking to make because he's a
you
big
can't.
guy.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. So you can double check. Give me an investigation roll with disadvantage because oftentimes when checking your work, if you think you did a fine job, you check it more cursory than if you are unsure about it.
Big
And
words.
Vico
Oh,
has
actually, okay. Here's what I'll do. Would anyone check my work? Make sure that he's actually tied. He's
Wow.
a big
Meta
lad.
fucking
Yikes.
my guy.
No, I believe in your rope tying skills, Vico.
I mean,
I trust you, Vico.
I trust you too, Vico. Speaking,
You said investigation, Michael.
Yeah, with
Vico,
disadvantage.
real quick,
Okay.
can you
Oh fuck.
show me the gem real quick?
One second. That's
Real
19,
quick.
and then that's a 14.
Please,
So 14.
Is Tippy making a slither onto someone?
So,
It is a really bad tie job, so you're able to realize, okay, this isn't great. You're able to tidy it up a bit, and it's in better condition than it was before.
Okay. And then I look over at Uriel and the fucking red arm, like the red gauntlet on my arm, kind of like extends and flies a bit over to you with the gem and drops it into your hand.
Yeah, she'll grab onto it and she'll just quickly inspect it, look over it to see if there's actually the symbol on the gem itself.
So you can very easily tell it is on the gem, just right on the face, etched into it.
I could carve a line through it to. There is a symbol on it. I could carve into it, and the symbol will.
Just remove
be
the symbol.
Hmm?
Just remove the symbol. Do what you have to.
All right. She'll take out her knife and she'll start carving into it.
All right, you do that.
If we wait a bit, I have
Let me
two.
turn up Austin because I think he's been trying to speak and I haven't. Oh,
I
no,
have
he's at
no
max volume.
He's at max volume for me too.
He's just been.
No.
He has an issue. His computer's been quiet for some reason.
I have my input volume all the way up and my Discord input volume all the way up.
You sound fine when you're at 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just if anyone else
he's
is
kind of
speaking, I
hunched.
cannot
He's
hear.
hunched in like really
I
close right
see.
now.
And I gotta get real close to the
Yeah.
mic for some reason. Hold on, I'm carrying it now. I'm sorry, Tyler. You were saying something?
Well, if we wait a bit, I know I have two spells in my book. I could probably take a look at, and they would at least two options to try to remove any kind of enchantment from them. But it still would take me a while. I'd have to go in and relearn them and everything.
If it's attuned to him, then I can just remove it right now. I'll go up and just cast Remove Curse on it.
You cast Remove Curse. It does not find a target.
Okay. No, it doesn't seem to.
I may
Doesn't seem
have
to
a
work
way.
either.
I just need a rest. I was preparing to use it during the fight, but we were able to take the gem out before I could use it fully.
Alright.
Have another.
I have another option as well. But again, I need to do the same thing. I need a rest to.
Glad we have a lot of options.
I might not need to rest, but I will need about an hour to cast it. Michael,
Yes.
can I use my paladin sense to determine whether to glean anything on the magic on this arm, on whether or not it's similar to the evil desecration that we saw in the shrine or in the land, or is it just something that is completely different?
I see. Okay. give me an insight check. You're using Divine Sense, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah. Give me an insight check.
Michael, just for Matthew's sake, this is a cursed item that we're trying to uncurse.
Okay, so basically, what I don't think that Tippy's ever like directly interacted with this character before, so let me re-give a description of who this is. So, Sarasol is a very tall, lanky, blue-scaled dragonborn. He's very thin, he's gaunt, but he's muscular. He has many scars over his body, and what has changed from the last time that the party has seen him is his right arm is entirely mechanical, with parts going all the way up his shoulder and neck around the right half of his face, and he had a red gem inside of his eye socket that the party ripped out last session that caused him to collapse. What the party has kind of figured out just now is the arm and the gem were kind of were both separately enchanted and were reinforcing each other, so it's very difficult to break this enchantment, and they're currently trying to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
By the way,
He's
Michael,
unconscious.
Tippy can dispel a curse, one slot.
I already tried to dispel curse. Dispel curse didn't work. By the way, Michael, if I try to use dispel or remove curse and it doesn't find a target, does that still use up the spell slot?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, cool.
Rolled a 12 on my insight.
Okay, so you see similarities between this sort of enchantment magic. It is desecrated. It is evil magic. And there are similarities between it and the surrounding land, but it is also different. There's another flavor to it that you can't quite pick out. There's like something else going on here. It's not just the same reanimation that's come from the other zombies that y'all have run into.
Can I
Alright.
examine? Oh.
I was gonna say, can I make an Arcana check to kind of deduce, I guess, the best way to remove enchantment on it?
Sure. Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay, that should be pretty good. That's gonna be a 21.
Okay, so what you're kind of realizing is people are trying these different things. Erin tried Dispel Curse, it didn't work. People are looking at it different ways. Kind of realize, okay, this probably isn't a curse. This is a spell. Some form of enchantment spell, maybe like a dominate creature, something like that. You aren't entirely sure exactly. Dispel magic might be more effective. However, that's for the arm itself. The gemstone, you don't really know. With them these two spells are intertwined and reinforcing each other. You aren't sure what to do about the gem. The arm, Dispel Magic will probably be the solution, but it'll probably be really, really difficult right now.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. But the gemstone isn't affecting him as long as it's not in his eye socket, right?
You aren't sure. He collapsed when you took it out.
Okay.
I mean, the same thing happened with Eulethal, if I'm not remembering that incorrectly. We removed the gem from Eulethal, and Eulethal was like, "I just cast it into the fire, Isildur."
And and when I use detect magic on it, it's the enchantment magic completely stopped when the mark was removed.
But if he's being controlled by both the arm and the gem in tandem, we might have just we removed one.
I theoretically
Of the other.
Temporarily suppress enchantment magic with a spell of mine. but that's only temporary. But we could use the opportunity to say we'll move beyond this area.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Is Tippy trapped in that quicksand?
I do.
Let me see. Hang on, sorry, I'm on a different.
Wow,
She is.
The DM is not even looking at roll
I'm
20.
sorry. I'm
Like
sorry.
she
Oh,
is,
I'm
but
on
is
roll
she-
20, but a different page. So if she was in her frog form, she'd be having to deal with it. But she's snake, and she's
Let's
snake.
go.
And so you're able to slither out of it. It's not very comfortable. It's not easy to move through, but you are able to move out of it if you so choose. It's the equivalent of difficult
God.
terrain for snack.
That's a good question. Would a snake be light enough over its length, an area that is touching the
Surface
quicksand?
area, maybe. Michael, I want a D snake if I could, please.
Okay.
Kill Uriel.
I'm gonna do that again.
I'm gonna backstab Uriel.
Uriel.
I want to spit on her with my
Great.
poisonous stuff.
Ah, mm.
I want to turn her into a seahorse and drop
Into
her
a
in the sand.
newt.
Turn her into a newt. A newt. Oh, I got better.
Not that though.
Dude, Veldrin
And
would
then I wanna
have
drop her
loved
in the
this
quicksand.
arm, bro. Veldrin would have fucking loved this arm. That was my first thought when we saw him with the
Yeah,
arm.
well, now he's
Aw,
dead.
Now he's
Veldrin's
dead.
dead. Dude, I was thinking about
Maybe
it in the car.
Velkin made the arm.
Dude, I was thinking about it in the car ride earlier. I was like, dude, maybe if Bruise was with us, right? Like, this would prove to all the racist Dragonborns that, like, Goliaths aren't subservient, right? Like, they're people too. And then I'm like, well, Bruce isn't with us. Racism will not be solved. We
Hey,
didn't.
yeah.
no,
we didn't
I
do
believe
it,
that
boys.
Bruce was a person, but he's the person that deserved to work for my people without
Exactly.
pay and without free will.
I like where you're going here, Spirit.
We need to
Yeah,
establish
yeah.
a Dragonborn ethno-state, Spirit.
To each according to their need.
From each according to their will.
You're
talking
right,
about?
Tippy.
We need to establish a Grung ethno-state, Spirit. Yes, Grung. And you.
That's crying.
But secretly not you either.
What?
Tippy draws on like
It's
a little
not much of a
Hitler
secret
stash.
if you tell me.
Tippy takes like a marker and just like draws on a Hitler stash.
Can I run up and jump on Spirit? Hey, Spirit,
Hello, Tippy.
what's the matter with this guy?
I don't
He's
know.
dead.
Some sort of enchantment magic.
I want to fall onto his arm.
The DM cannot hear you
The
right now.
DM can't
The
hear
DM
any of this.
He probably can, actually. He might be able to hear it, but he's doing something else.
He took a phone call of some sort.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm just
Balloons?
RPing.
You're playing balloons right now?
No, I'm not.
Probably could hear it.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not.
Check him. Check him. Somebody check him.
Somebody
Check
check me.
That check?
Matt, check.
The only way I can check, I'll uninvisible on. There you go.
Tippy, what the hell?
What
What
the
are you
hell is
doing?
balloon?
What is
Wait, my where?
balloons?
It's this awful thing that defy gravity.
Look,
What?
he's not playing it right now, but
What are
he
you
could
talking about,
re-invisible
Tippy?
and play it again.
I could. I'll make sure. I'll make sure to do that.
I also picked up Ace Combat 7 because
Nice.
they had the fucking Bandai Namco sale. So I picked up Ace Combat 7 and all of its DLCs, which normally Ace Combat 7 and all of its DLCs is like $100. I got it for like 20.
Nice.
There's a good sale going
That's
on right
a
now.
really good sale. Dude, I just want them to put... Like, I know God of War Ragnarok just came out on PS5, but I fucking need them to put that shit out on Steam.
I know.
I'm not spending $500 on a PS5. I'm only gonna play for fucking God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man.
Daniel.
Yeah.
I just found out today that I got the greatest Christmas present ever.
What?
Oh.
I got the PS5 with the God of War Ragnarok
There you
bundle.
go, baby! There you go!
Oh,
There you go!
Hey,
playing that
yo.
shit, bro. I cannot wait. I'm
Bro,
so excited.
you don't understand how hard it is to avoid spoilers on literally everything.
Daniel,
YouTube,
yeah.
TikTok,
Daniel,
Instagram.
Daniel, I'm telling you now, I started watching a playthrough. I'm like more than halfway through the game on a playthrough I was watching before I found out. So I spoiled it for myself, but I was convinced I wasn't going to get one anytime soon. So I'm just going to watch it, and I'll forget most of it by the time I actually can get one, because they're all sold out.
The farthest I've seen into the game is when Thor shows up at
Hello.
Kratos' house and they fight. That is the furthest I've seen, and that's the furthest I'm willing.
I've returned, gentlemen. Apologies.
D&D may commence once again.
Yeah, Matthew didn't realize you were gone and was just RPing.
I was RPing, sorry.
It's fine.
So I came over here. I don't know what that little thing on the top right of Tippy's head means, but I'm gonna come over here.
That means she's gonna die.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I have
Vico's
one turn
also
to
gonna
learn.
die.
This is right.
If it's the skull, it means that you flipped your coin and that I can give you
No,
disadvantage.
It's
No,
the
it's the hand. It means
hand.
it's
It's
the
the
hand,
hand grabbing.
Oh, it's the hand. It means that you haven't flipped your coin and you can get advantage at any time by flipping your coin.
Dude, I
giving you
never,
jump
I
on
never
top
do
of
coin.
him.
I don't know why.
Spirit,
I don't
what happened to that guy?
Enchantment magic, Tippy.
And then I fall onto his arm.
No, you don't.
Spirit, much like the arm on the top right of your character token, grabs you.
Yeah,
You look like a
exactly.
croissant to me. You catch me?
Yeah, I catch you.
No, Spirit, come on! I want to hug him.
Why do you want to hug him?
Cause he's just grumpy. It makes everybody feel better.
Disintegrate.
I
Tippy,
wouldn't say he's just grumpy, Tippy.
Tippy, if I may say, we had a former companion of ours, Bruce, who may or may not have been the cause of that arm there. So I would say hugging is a bit out of the question at this current juncture.
Well, I sneeze and a healing toad summons on top of your head, Vico.
He's like,
Vic-
Mr.
Terrified of
Froggy.
frogs.
Mr.
No, he's just like, Mr. Froggy.
Yikes. Uriel just cringes. Yikes.
Yikes. Ooh, yikes.
And that, by the way, also,
What the hell's wrong with those people?
how long, like, does he carve into the rock?
So
before-
it is a pretty tough crystal. It does take you a little bit to etch.
What if I seriously made a dagger? And just kept going, man. Doof, doof.
What if I absolutely just destroy it? What if I just destroy the entire crystal?
Like,
So,
Uriel knows what
here's
this
the thing.
crystal is,
So you know what it is, and that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
okay, then I won't.
Then I won't do
That would probably be very dangerous to both yourself and the gemstone.
She won't do it.
You
then.
could do it, and it would speed up the process.
Really funny if you did that. Then what could I do instead? Can I just magic weapon my my knife and then just do that?
You can. Like, you're going to get through this in... like, without doing anything, it's gonna take you, like, 5-10 minutes to get through it.
Okay.
It's not, like, a really, really long time. Like, you're only etching an extra line in it.
Yeah.
It is just tough, so it's taking you a little bit.
Google.
And this time, can Erin like look at the craftsmanship of this mechanical arm? See, like, is there anything telling about like the materials in it, or like any techniques used that can give hints as to its origins?
Give me a 3 check.
Gotcha. 10.
So, what you can tell is that this is very advanced for this time. Like, you know that some people aren't able to create like mechanical structures like this, though it's relatively rare. In terms of other instances of seeing something like this, you remember... God, it's been so long since that character was around. I'm trying to remember his name. The orc chieftain that
Goldberg.
you all...
Oh, there.
Yeah, Goldberg. There were a lot of names that were similar to that back in the day, and I didn't want to say an incorrect name. Yeah.
Goldberg's brother, who I don't remember the name of.
Goldberg's daughter.
Goldberg's
Yeah.
daughter,
Oh,
yeah.
there.
That's all they were called.
Goldberg sounds like a I mean, it sounds like Golurk, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just think Pokemon.
Goldark was
David's
cool.
mom.
He forged Night Lotus before it was Night Lotus.
yeah. Golurk had a mechanical hand that was similar in make to this. But this is obviously much more complicated as it is an entire limb. It's not just a hand. In terms of materials, it appears to be made mostly out of silver.
Interesting.
Which is a little odd because silver is generally considered something that would be useful against things such as undead or cursed creatures. So, take that however you will. Oh my god.
Interesting. Is it like coated in silver, or is it like solid silver?
It's like solid silver.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I just closed out a Roll20 because my mouse has been randomly upping its DPI lately, and I just jumped up to the X button when I went to move for something else.
Control-Shift-T, baby.
Michael,
Yes.
can my funny frog that I put on Vico's head heal him?
Yeah, is that the healing spirit?
Yeah, that's my healing spirit. It's actually a toad, not a frog.
Can
Sorry.
heal
I
too, eh?
think I don't know if this is just something that was like said publicly or something of the sort, but I'm pretty sure healing spirit was intended to only be able to be used in combat. Otherwise, it is very exploitable and overpowered.
It is, which is what I was trying to do. I'll use a normal healing spell.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, at least he's honest. See, that's what I appreciate about you.
I shall use Cure Wounds level 2 on him.
I'm still holding Tippy in my hand.
I reach out really far,
Tiny
as far as
frog
I
hand.
can, and I touch him.
Vico, Tippy's reaching out towards you with a
Squish
single
Tippy in my hand.
frog
Oh
hand.
my god.
Vico like
and
leans over and lets Tippy like touch his head.
22.
Sweet Caroline.
Alright, how much do I heal for?
22.
22.
22. Thank you.
I reach for Tadriel. I reach.
Vico like picks up Tippy and like rotates over to Tadriel.
I'm sorry, I haven't let go of Tippy.
Oh, Vico just like rips Tippy's head clean off her shoulders.
Oh my god!
Look what you did to Mr. Froggy.
He's alive, just freaking out.
Tippy's just like saying that, and she like looks down.
Feigns death.
Oh no.
Eventually,
Anyway.
actually dies.
I can't
reach
wait till
really
Tippy.
hard. And coincidentally get a 22 again.
I can't wait
This
till
guy's cheating! He's cheating!
He's cheating.
He's cheating?
I'll be right back. I have to clean some dishes, but I did heal both of them for 22 each.
Oh my goodness.
I love how fucking. I can't wait till Tippy becomes an immortal lich.
I can wait.
Lich
Cannot
Tippy.
Like, dude, I can't wait. It's gonna happen. I'm calling it. We're gonna like fight Talistar, and Talistar's gonna be like, "I can give you infinite life," and Tippy's like, "Okay." And Tippy becomes a formidable lich. The Lich Queen.
Lich Queen Tippy.
Liechtenstein.
Fallen Tippy.
Because they already
Fallen.
were anyway.
Bubble bop. Bubble bop. Bubble bop. Bubble bop.
Man, so,
So,
Yes.
Man, roleplay.
being said, I mean, Cersei's still unconscious.
Rest and just have several people watching him at any given time.
I opened an extra tab so I wouldn't have to deal with the loading time. don't want to move their entire massive token, but Vico, Kalak is gonna sort of step over and offer that they can watch over him while he's still unconscious, and while y'all try and figure out what to do.
They absorbed my entire party.
Alright, everyone give me a Constitution saving throw as Jelly Cube that was hiding as was masquerading as Kalak's team engulfs the entire party.
Dude,
I got a 2.
Acid damage for all.
I can't.
Use my aura of protection.
Little did we know
This
they
is
were.
it, a peaceful heart.
I guess you could say that we really were the peaceful heart.
Dude, my favorite part is when Nero looked at that weird like monster in the mansion and said, "It's Nero in time."
And then she knowed all over him.
Anymore. I'm sorry.
Agreed. I can't do this anymore yet. I'm leaving. See you people later.
Dude, when
All right, we're gonna take a short rest or a long rest.
when Bianca looked at Vico and said, "It's Biancan time," and then Bianced all over his eye.
I
was
don't say that.
And then
ever
Bianca all
fucking
over
again,
Nero.
dude.
Yeah, it could be on all over Nero, my guy.
I think Nero Bianced all over her. Not gonna
Oh my
lie.
god.
I just want to play a game, guys.
Let's stream. We're streaming this.
Yes, we are. 2-year anniversary.
Are we taking a long or a short rest?
So I want
would
to
like a
point
long
out,
rest.
because this is during the day, your last long rest was less than, I forget what the exact
Oh,
time
man.
is. I believe it has to be like 12 hours apart from your previous one, which
Yeah.
is not the case.
Yeah.
So you would not gain the benefits of a long rest if you took a long rest. You still
Sure.
could, to try and reset yourselves so that you're not traveling during the night anymore.
I thought we were in the day. I thought it
You
was coming like up.
sorry. It is night. You have been traveling during the night so far,
Sleeping
so it is
during
nighttime
the
now.
day.
You've been sleeping during the day, like me.
Yeah. Michael, you need to
It's a
get
problem. Yeah, he does.
I guess let's just take a short rest. I guess.
Yeah, we'll short rest until we have the long rest.
Yeah.
Boy, I get
I
to
mean-
use my hit die.
I won't be able to do my funny spell, but
Can't do mine either.
I'm gonna tell
Before-
everybody that Kalak is like offered to watch him for us.
yeah, but
Cool.
I feel like if we stay too long, the Cerosol is still.
Well, he's unconscious.
Yeah, but he'll get up.
I was
yeah.
gonna
He
ask,
won't be on our
can
side,
I like
so.
try and like examine Sarasol's state to see how long it might take him to regain consciousness?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Julio.
Or
I'm
Arcana.
rolling awfully.
They might give you.
Okay, Arcana would be much better. Yeah, 25.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm rolling terribly. Arcana is a 25. Eh.
Eh.
Arcana is so much better than medicine.
Yeah, proficiency at this point +4 is a lot. Plus stat changes and things. Anyway, so you figure the like spell that was keeping him enchanted is definitely kind of on the fritz a little bit now that you've separated the two main components of it. So he's going to stay unconscious like until something's done about it. However, you do kind of realize when you're looking at him and inspecting him and thinking about these things, this might be hurting him.
Oh,
To keep him in this state where it's like you're not sure what kind of adverse effects could come from having this spell still attempting to work but not fully broken for an extended period of time are. But you know they probably wouldn't be very nice.
So it's like not resuscitating an unconscious person quickly enough,
Yeah.
and it'd have like adverse effects on different parts of their bodies.
approximately.
Approximately. Yeah.
But throw the unpredictability of magic into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Does Erin say
Well, I don't know what we can do about that.
Yeah. I still think we should take a short rest and then just
Well, yeah.
move towards the dragons.
Yeah.
The dragonborns, because even if we can't do anything, like even if we go through the spells and still nothing comes upon it, I'm pretty sure the dragonborns will have something, maybe.
Hey,
And
would the Dragonborn have anything, Mr. DM, as a Dragonborn?
Miracle cures.
Can't imagine that they would, but maybe they do.
Potions, portents, lucky charms.
Give me history check.
Okay.
Yeah, we have something. Axism.
Oh wait. Hold up. Before our long rest.
Short rest.
Before our long rest.
Short rest.
I'm gonna.
Rest.
I'm an idiot. Before a short rest, I mean, I didn't even realize. I thought I didn't have it prepared. I'm gonna try to spell magic.
Oh, nice.
Hey, there we
Beautiful.
go.
I didn't have it prepared. I thought I didn't have it prepared. I haven't
wait,
changed my list.
it's not
but I
here.
didn't prepare. So I'm gonna cast it at level 4.
Ooh.
So if it's higher than level 4, if it's level 4 or lower, it's automatically gone. If it's higher than level 4, it needs to beat DC 14 of a. I think it's a.
No, you have to make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Ah, you're right. I do ability check. Okay, the DC equals 10 plus that. Oh, that's
10 plus
not mine.
The spell
Okay.
level. Yeah.
Got it.
Yes. The
Is it
DC
just-
will be jacked up more than the actual spell's level due to the nature of the situation, but you
Yeah.
can't.
I figured it would be. So the ability check that I make, is that just my ability, or is it with my spellcasting knowledge?
It says
Just
with your
the ability?
spellcasting ability. I don't know if that takes proficiency into account or not. Does anyone else?
Well, I wasn't saying
I-
proficiency. I wasn't just saying proficiency. I meant like
I
my
have
spell.
no idea. I think it's.
If you have the
I think it's
I
just
assume it would
plus.
be D20 plus spellcasting modifier, which I thought takes
Yeah,
into account proficiency.
It
Well-
does not. I don't think.
No?
I think it just takes like the modifier of what your class is. So for him, it would be intelligence.
Hey,
Yeah, isn't your
That-
spellcasting ability your thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
so-
Yeah.
just-
So it would be
just
a
ability?
D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
yeah.
okay. Now my other question: does my +1 staff help me?
Um,
I would be-
because
be
it,
using it.
because it's purely the ability modifier, I'm gonna say no. And I think it logically makes sense that Dispel Magic, as a spell, you're trying to piece apart how a certain spell is functioning and trying to systematically undo it.
Also, to be
And
fair,
so having the special staff that makes your magic more powerful isn't going to really help with that. It's more like you're picking apart a puzzle.
and also to be fair, Dispel Magic doesn't require an arcane focus or any components, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be using it to be fair. Okay, so then it's going to be that. Oh, dirty 20.
Hey, Tyler,
Oh, baby.
just
Probably
so you
fair.
know, I'm gonna add 2 to it, so it's 22 actually.
Sheesh!
Nice.
I bent your luck, and it's
You are
slightly better.
one less than
You
we
bent my
have.
dick?
That's
But
not
in a
what I
good
said.
way.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, it takes. So, you're sitting here. You're doing your little. Last time you cast a spell magic, it was chains, but it was also connected to a thing with a lot of chains. What the dog doing?
This is basically going to be like. I like this way better. It's basically going to be the reverse of how he summons his crow. So instead of spending the time like building the crow with his magic, he actually just he does like a Tony Stark. Like he zooms in on the magic like that, and he starts piecing it apart with his magic.
boom, boom, boom.
So, you're picking it apart. Your dispel magic is like you have a certain amount of time to get through it. And you kind of know this as you've used it before. You're familiar with the spell as a wizard. You're running out of time, and you're really concerned that you're not going to be able to get through it. But something kind of clicks, like right with the last little bit of time left, as you're searching through this spell. So some would say that you get lucky and you figure it out like right at the last minute, and you are able to pull the spell apart and disenchant the arm.
Nice.
Let's go.
The crystal explodes.
The bomb shot in
Please,
my head is gonna go off.
Okay.
Blades
Okay.
up!
Well, I think we're
Don't
good.
worry.
So
Don't worry, I'll save you. Disintegrate.
so Uriel did finish carving that line a while ago. Tadriel. Oh well, you have to like actively use that, but that lasts for how long does?
What? You
How
got
long
out.
does it last?
I was saying, how long does Divine Sense last? Your Tadriel.
How long does my no? It's like 1 round.
Oh, never mind. Uriel a while ago.
Clear.
We're gonna step back a little bit. Uriel did finish carving that line in the gem across the symbol.
Can you quickly run down to me how this crystal works? You would know what it is.
So you did not make Galadia, so you're not fully familiar with it, but you do know that these crystals individually act as power supplies for Galadia. He's been collecting them. He recently, after y'all defeated Ulithal and took the crystal that was being used to control him, has been able to power up Galadia for very short periods of time. Essentially, this is an arcane conduit of sorts that's able to harness the power of the sun to
In the palm of my hand.
to kind of like channel it into something else. Because that it is a very powerful magical artifact and is able to be used for a lot of things. As you've seen, it's been incorporated with it. Talistar, as Ulithal said, has been used to exert control over powerful creatures and people. As it is a very powerful magical component that could be used as a conduit for powerful spells.
Okay. Is there a way for Uriel to break, not like actually break it, but just mentally break this down? And so that way she could replicate it if she had the materials to.
This is like top tier like craftsmanship
Is
from
that-
like
Gourmet shit.
from Asimar that are from angels that are much older than Uriel. The Galadia had been in creation for like probably well over 100 years before Uriel was brought into existence. With your current like skill set and knowledge, no, this is like beyond your level. At some point in the future, after you've learned a good lot more, maybe. But as of right now, this is like masterwork
Yeah,
level.
this is
stuff that
masterwork.
Not,
Yeah,
you could not scratch at this yet.
Yeah, just
These are artifacts.
Michael.
Yes.
We have Camp Jesus waffles.
hurrah. Alright.
Don't comply.
Yeah.
Resist.
Resist. Alright. Well, in that case, she has no use for it, so she's just gonna she'll walk over to where Tadriel is and then just lightly toss it in his direction.
Something that I should say.
Do you ever notice this, or just like fall to just see it on the ground?
I mean, she comes over and tosses it to you, so.
Yeah, like you will know that she's not very stealthy, so you will know.
Clank, 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 clank.
Exactly.
Who's there?
What was that?
So you wouldn't be able to recreate it.
Yeah.
You would be able to utilize it if you wanted to. Like it is Like, that is within your
True.
reach. Being able to utilize one that has already been made in something else. That you could do. I think I didn't
Yeah.
explain that properly.
Yeah,
You could use that.
Yeah.
You asked if you could replicate it. That you
Yeah.
can do.
I figured I could theoretically use it if I wanted to, but this is like she doesn't really know what to use it for, and there's already someone else who has the capability to automatically use it.
Yeah.
So being a pragmatist, she's going to hand over the she's gonna but toss the crystal over to
Good as a Hondo.
Tadriel. Yeah.
The Hondo kiss.
So
Just
she will
erases it.
she will keep in mind of future projects that she could use maybe. But at this point she can't really do much with it.
Look at the ground
Can you just let it fall?
at the crystal that I failed to catch. Thank you.
L.
Skill issue.
Couldn't have done this without you. I pick it up and I stick it in the blade.
Alright, you do so. It hasn't powered it up more yet, however, it has increased the capacity. You are now able to use it twice per day.
Hey.
Yo. Can Vico sit down and talk to Spirit during our short rest?
Short rest time.
What's Spirit doing?
Is intently staring at Sarasol.
Vico's gonna pull the sword in the ground trick that he did last time when he was talking to Erin. He's gonna plant the sword in the ground and he's gonna like sit down and lean on it. Is Tippy with Spirit?
Yes.
Tippy.
Hello, Vico.
Oh, hello, Spirit.
You doing all right?
Oh, yeah, just got a bit banged up during that fight. And how long has it been since combat started, Michael?
At this point, combat's been over for like 15 minutes. Y'all have done a couple of things.
Damn.
I don't know how long. Wait. Dispel magic is an action, so like that's been done. I'm gonna say at this point, everything that we've talked about happening has happened, and it's been like 15 minutes since combat's been over. Y'all have been like chilling for a little bit.
I use one more key point and I summon back the gauntlets because they dispel after 10 minutes.
God damn it!
God damn it! I was hoping you were gonna say like 8 minutes because the combat didn't go very long, and then but yeah, no, everything after took a fair bit of time. So Vico like pops the arms back out, and they kind of just like start massaging his shoulders as he just like leans against the sword. I was thinking about something, Spirit.
Really, what was that?
Veldrin would have loved this.
Possibly. He was a craftsman after all.
It's a shame that he's not here to see pinnacle of mechanical engineering.
Not even a word.
What are you talking about, Vico?
I can understand that feeling. Yes, I'm sure he would have liked it.
Do you ever miss Veldrin or Bruise?
No, I don't.
Damn.
God damn. Gold. Motherfucker's gold.
Based.
But I'm sure people do. I didn't know them very well, and Bruce was, well, he was Bruce.
Yikes. Ooh, yikes. How are you, faring with all of this?
I guess we'll see when all this is over, all this is dealt with. Right now, it's just anticipation. Anything could happen. Good, bad. Somewhere in between. Don't know how I feel until something happens. What about you, Vico? How do you feel?
Well, the end of the world is scary. Especially for somebody who has looked into preventing such things from happening on a wider scale, so it's quite frightening, and I really hope we can stop it. And it's sad to know that we've lost people along the way, people who really shouldn't have been involved in all of this.
One disaster to another, it always seems. I'm sure we'll make it through, though.
We always seem to.
Tippy's just here for this.
Yeah, Tippy's just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
One person talks, I look at him with my open mouth. Look at the other one, look back and forth.
Oh my.
One of
As
the gauntlets flies over to Tippy and kind of just like rubs her head.
Squashes.
I
it.
grab it. I stick to it.
You challenge me.
She's your problem now. Fun with that.
Damn.
I like look at the other one and I'm like, seriously?
Just throws to be on your face.
Yeah.
Throw her into the sand pit.
Pushes her in.
It throws her into the
Goodbye.
center of the really big one.
Yeah.
I would just turn into like a whale.
Oh my god!
Oh
Look,
my
it's
Beached whale.
Anyway, I grabbed the funny hand.
You grab the funny hand.
Tippy
Right.
enjoys the funny hand.
You enjoy the funny hand.
Enjoys.
Vico's floating red hand.
And Vico's gonna like put his actual hand on the spirit's shoulder. Just all we can do is make it through this together.
Hopefully we can.
Have you thought about what you might do once we find the dragon bone?
No. No, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. It'll all be a lot to take in. Considering all things considered, I should, I should be here right now.
Whatever happens, I'm here for you.
Glad to hear it.
And Vika's just gonna sit there and sorry.
Yeah, Spirit just continues to look at Ceresol. Like,
Vico-
throughout this entire conversation, he hasn't looked at Vico.
Yeah. Vico hasn't really been looking at Spirit. Vico's also just been kind of like looking at Ceresol.
Looking at Tarsal, looking at Tippy.
He was
I'm
saying
looking at the hand.
the hand just continues to rub you.
The hand looks back.
You gaze into the hand and the hand gazes back.
What the fuck?
This is how people turn insane.
Yeah.
2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64.
Alright.
Vico is just slowly supplanting himself as the best friend of the group. Everyone's common friend. Except for Falknir and Erin.
And Uriel.
And Uriel.
And Tippy hates you.
Man, you're making a lot of assumptions
Yeah,
about Spirit
fuck
and
you.
Spirit and Vico's relationship right now.
Hey, I'm saying supplanting. I haven't supplanted yet. I'm supplanting.
He's working on it.
It is a work in progress.
Prepare to be acquaintance zoned.
No acquaintances.
I only think of you as an acquaintance. Sorry, Vico.
Because like, damn it!
Yo, by the way, guys.
It's always the nice guys.
Yo, is Daniel
Acquaintance.
dead on anyone else's screen?
What?
Is Daniel dead on anyone else's screen?
No.
Okay.
No.
Dead?
Well,
Define
Daniel's camera's kind of
dead.
freaking out on my screen.
Send me a picture, please. I need
I will,
to see
I will.
this.
Acquaintance list.
It's just him like,
Acquaintance list.
no.
He's literally just dead.
He's just
It's like a picture of Daniel with like a knife in his neck. Like,
Oh my god, it's unfriended!
yeah, but it's only on
It's
Ben's
like that hit
side.
movie.
It's only on Ben's side.
So Ben is just dead. He's actually
It's
been
just-
talking to himself.
Ben's
the
just
entire
dreaming. Don't worry about
What
it.
the fuck?
We're all NPCs to Ben.
Ben, I
It
have
got
become
worse,
one.
Daniel. It just got worse, Daniel.
Ben, I have become one with the Matrix. I am assimilating.
Anyways,
He's
Anyways,
assimilating.
Anyways, do
Alright.
you show rest?
So yeah, y'all short rest.
yeah, does anything come of Falknir's thingy?
Falkner's dispel magic. He
Yeah,
he did dispel the spell on the arm. Yes.
Does
Sarasol,
that bring about a change in Sarasol?
he is still unconscious.
But like, you said when I examined him, it was obvious that there was like magic kind of fighting.
Yeah. So
If I were to
you-
like re-examine,
yeah, so he did dispel magic. You can re-examine him if you so choose.
you want me to reroll Arcana?
Does Falknir say anything after he does this? Because he
Yikes.
kind of did it, and then you said, "Okay, let's go back in time and look at these other things."
Yeah, so I mean, oh my god. So like Faulkner did it, and to the best of his knowledge, he broke the enchantment on the arm. Nothing else changed though, so you can discuss with him if you like, but dispel magic isn't like it has visual components. Like you can see that he did it. As for whether he completed it or not, you'd have to ask him. But
Right. I think we're good. As far as I can tell, the enchantment's broken. I managed to get through, so he should be all right now, unless of course that gemstone is still affecting him somehow. But I don't.
By the way, Michael, I got a 9 on that Arcana check.
so you can tell that the arm has been disenchanted properly, but that's not the entire spell.
Mm-hmm. And when you said that I couldn't find a target for remove curse, was that just looking at the arm?
Yes.
Okay. I will also look at the gemstone with.
So go over to Tadriel. Tadriel, what did you do with the gemstone once you got it?
Told you I put it in the sword.
But Nicoladia.
Well, Erin, you'll have to go ask for it back.
Tadriel,
No.
Hey,
mind if I see that pretty new toy of yours just for a moment?
I refuse.
No.
Sure.
I'm sorry, but I refuse.
Just as a precaution to break any potentially remaining ties to Sarasol, I'm gonna try to cast Remove Curse on the gem.
This time it does break off of an attunement. It does find a target and you to cleanse it.
Let's go.
Excellent. Okay.
So
Here you go.
somebody's Smart.
Okay. Thanks.
Hopefully it shouldn't be attached to our friend over there anymore.
Awesome. I cast banishment now.
Banish Aerosol!
Yeah.
Well, he'll be gone for a minute and then he'll be back. So good job on that one.
No, it's just the scene from SpongeBob where Davy Jones throws Squidward into like the infinite corridor, and he's just screaming on the way down.
What if he doesn't? Dun dun.
Dun dun.
Dun dun.
She casts Wall of Fire.
I wish.
No, he just goes to the poop dimension.
Wait, actually I can.
Roast him. Just roasts him.
Yeah, wall of fire.
Spirit. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Cast it into the fire, sealed door.
Metal at 4th level. On his
It
arm?
just sears into his arm.
Okay,
That is.
but you break it off. He is still unconscious. You can probably just like tell this off the top of your head. You've handled all of the magical stuff, probably just exhausted
Oh.
at this point.
He's a tired boy. He's tuckered out.
He would be unstoppable if not for the tired sleepy.
Time for bed.
Time for bed.
Michael,
Yes.
now that after all that, I'm gonna heal his exploded face a little bit with like my hand.
Tyler, you're muted if you're talking.
You do so, and you kind of fix up some of the facial damage. He still, but yeah, that can't be fixed with a simple cure wound. But it has been dealt with. Yeah, it's no longer like bleeding profusely. So, short rest. You gain all the benefits of that, and you all, I'm guessing, set off on your continued path?
Yeah.
Are we like dragging Sarasol along?
Yes, he is still unconscious, so someone will have to carry him.
How
Oh,
Let's get Kalak and the peaceful parts
Yeah,
to.
that's not
Yeah,
bad.
he is pretty damn heavy.
I'm pretty big.
Tadriel is pretty big. So if Tadriel wants to carry him himself, he can do that. Otherwise, Kalak's team will be able to stretch him out across a couple guys.
Uriel will fly up once more to take watch. Just as we're
Alright.
traveling.
Look up something that you notice that you've kind of been aware of the last couple days, but is only kind of now really evident. Y'all haven't really come across
Yeah.
many undead since y'all like got here. Like y'all dealt with Sun's area, things like that. But since y'all have been like really gotten on the road away from like the mountains and everywhere like that, you haven't really come across any undead. This is the first real combat they all have had in a couple days. You fly up and you look around. There's nothing.
Yeah, she'll keep her eyes peeled because he is a beacon, so she's just gonna keep watch, making sure we don't get surprised. As we are now traveling in the day, and
Well, you haven't really done that. Y'all took an hour rest. Y'all are still traveling at night. Unless y'all actively take an extra like 8 hours to wait until morning to resume travels.
wait, okay, I'm pretty sure we were in the morning. It was still like dark, but I'm pretty sure because we were trying to wait for the morning right before Sarasol came at us.
Yeah, I think we were trying to fix
Yeah.
it one of the days before.
Trying to fix our sleep schedules.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. We
We were
cause,
taking a short rest, I think.
yeah,
or something like that.
because somebody was like, "Well, we can just sleep for like the next 4
So-
hours." I was like, "Well, no."
y'all were like in the process of doing that when you got attacked by Sarsal.
Yeah.
Y'all were basically taking like 4 consecutive short rests, and you got through like 1.5 before he showed up.
Did he? I guess.
I just
He-
remember we
he
were like
interrupted
waiting
that.
around.
I know he interrupted.
Y'all wouldn't have to wait that long. I did forget about that. I'm sorry. So you wouldn't have to wait like 8 hours to fix it, but you are still a little off.
I mean, it's up to everyone else. We could just leave now, and it will be eventually daytime.
Yeah, let's just leave now. There's no point in us waiting around.
And then just continue going into it comes night, and then we sleep.
Before it's time for bed.
Indeed.
What?
Or we could just wait to daytime, continue short resting, get, max health on everything. But my vote is just to go.
Yeah.
Let's get schmoving.
Get moving.
Yeah.
We can fix our sleep schedules when we meet our friends, the Dragonborn.
Yeah. We have no idea where they are, though.
Our bloody old pals.
We have an idea.
We're
of
going
the-
in the direction they kind of told us, but we still do not know where they are.
We should at least tell Ignia what just happened.
Oh yeah, someone has sending. Tyler has sending.
We don't need to talk to Ignia. Ignia can go fuck yourself.
Thank you. Somebody gets it.
What am I being asked to do? What's the name?
Well, is someone asking him to do that, or are y'all just kind of like
I'm
talking?
not.
I sure
I'm
as
just
fuck
talking
ain't.
about it.
Falknir,
Fuck
can
that
you
bitch.
update Ignia about our little encounter here?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Might as well.
Sending's 3rd level, okay. I'll use sending. Sending is the one where I have to use 25 words of glass, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. Let's see. Sending to Ignia, going to say... Do I know his name? Yes, I would. We would have mentioned it by now.
I think you.
I think
But
we.
considering he's attacked before and they kind of figured out who he was, they would have said his name.
We would
before,
have
right?
introduced you.
Yeah, I think we.
You have discussed it. I don't think y'all like fully filled him in. Y'all are like dealing with on like why he's attacking y'all, but I think you did at the very least say his name.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I need.
Alright, not why he's attacking y'all, but
We're almost there, right?
Almost where?
To the Dragonborn camp? Or
We have
close?
no idea.
We have no idea?
We have no
Okay.
idea.
Got it.
yeah, y'all don't really know where they are.
We're just
We're
making
heading
our
into
way
Yeah,
No,
we're
out
just
now.
kind of wandering.
So, Mike, are we just walking through the day right now?
Mostly through the night. It's kind of like your mornings are nights, and your
Okay. Can I have a role play?
yes.
Can I do a role play?
And you play the role in your role-playing game.
His spirit.
Yes, Tippy?
Spirit, I never asked you. How old are you?
14.
You're 14, Spirit? That's bigger than me. I'm this many, and I hold up 3 fingers.
3 years, right?
What? 3 years? Whoa. No. No, I'm 3. I'm 3. What's the word, Spirit?
I don't know.
3
Vico.
hours died.
Vico, what's a long time but not a year?
A month?
I'm 3 months old, Spirit.
Oh.
Are you 14 months old, Spirit?
No. Years, Tippy. 14 years.
Didn't know he was so old, Vico.
Wouldn't she be
This
about
guy, look
four?
at this guy.
Wouldn't she be about 4 months old now? Because it's
Yeah, but
been...
no one told me that.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
He's actually older. Tippy.
Wow,
No.
Tippy.
No,
That's...
Tippy, I'm like the youngest one here.
Well, Tippy is actually.
I said one of Vico.
Oh, sorry.
You just lost points.
Any,
It's like a
anyway,
video
link
game.
went down.
Yeah, just.
Spirit will remember this.
anyway, Vico, why do you have such a big bag? And I start rummaging through his bag.
What are you doing, Tippy?
Is this a bomb?
But it's
There's a
Bob.
note. There's a note. It says there's a bomb strapped to...
It's a bomb. It's a note and it says, "Praise be the Mohammed."
Tippy, you can't just...
Alhamdulillah.
Tippy, you can't just rummage around in other people's bags.
I'm already doing it.
It's fine.
Well, stop it.
It's really fine. Which
We're
bag?
encouraging this
Which bag are
behavior.
you going through? Are you going
Whichever
through...
one is visually more entertaining.
I don't know. Which one's visually more entertaining to you? He has
Vico's
one
was a-
like
He wants the Rexy bag. He wants the Rexy
Yeah,
bag.
he has Veldrin's on his shoulder, and then he has his own little satchel.
Veldrin's was a giant duffel bag. I feel like she'll be more interested in
I dive into the duffel
such
bag.
things.
We're
long
really
time
forcing
coming.
this Rexy roleplay here.
Yeah, but it should have happened a long time ago. We kind of just forgot about it.
I want
You're
Rexy.
encouraging this behavior.
Alright, I got my mess.
Spirit, I really don't see
So,
harm in
Tippy,
it. She's
you
a child.
you jump into the duffel bag, and you are met with 2 pairs of eyes.
I blink at them.
It does Tippy have? Point being, it's very dark in the bag. You can't really.
He does not have
Watch all
dark
the
vision.
night.
Dark
not.
vision.
It's really funny.
Just uses 3.
Wait, and there's also just
pairs
like
of eyes.
sharp like implements and stuff in that bag too. She just dived right in.
Oh my gosh, she just died.
Tippy, it is not very comfortable in there. There are
Waffle doesn't
many
go on
small,
Spirit's ranting
sharp
to Vico
objects.
about bad parenting.
This place sucks, Vico.
You can go in my other bag,
Tippy,
Tippy.
you get Tippy. Something
Eats
grabs
you.
your shoulder. Something
Oh.
like bites down on your shoulder, picks you up, and drops you out of the bag.
Vico, what the heck? And I dive back in.
What do you mean? What the heck?
You're
He's, like,
encouraging
looking-
it, Vico.
he's, like,
Stop her.
looking over his shoulder.
Stop her or I
He
will.
reaches back and he's gonna like try and grab Tippy out of the bag.
Am I in the bag yet?
You're in the bag, but he can just reach into the bag.
I'm gonna reach over my shoulder into the bag. Because he wears Veldrin's over his left shoulder and then he wears his actual bag on his right side. Oh god, and I disconnected from Discord. Uh-huh. This is fun. Huh. Oh, maybe. There we go. Potentially.
Next time,
Okay, I'm back.
No, that's tomorrow.
I did so bad on my physics exam with Peter.
You got an 80 on it.
Who?
You.
I'm so good at physics.
Tippy with
Oh,
just like a
no.
little
1+1.
pair of glasses on. She's got like a little pair of spectacles.
What turns into a seahorse must unseahorse.
What?
That is one of the natural laws, yes.
Ah,
Erin not phased.
That's one of-
I'm gonna. Okay, I cut, but I'm gonna try and grab her from the bag.
Yeah, you do so successfully. It's not very difficult. Like, she's slippery, but she's also not very...
Tippy.
Yes,
he's just like
Vico.
he's just like holding her like I hold my cat. Just like
And
holding her there.
And I am as his cat.
I am the cat, yeah.
I am the cat.
And I open up the satchel, I take out my notebook, and I drop her in the satchel.
What?
I drop you like a couple of inches into the satchel.
I'm over dramatic. What?
It's like a bag of holding though, so it just.
The eternal wails of Tippy.
She dies in there, but her
screams
screams echo for all eternity.
Can that be a magic item? We just like open up the bag and the screams of Tippy frighten our enemies. They have to make like a DC 13 fucking whiz save.
Or die.
Die.
Or their screams.
It doesn't work on constructs.
Yeah.
Or plants.
Or, yeah.
Constructs,
Well,
constructs
as
and
we
plants
know,
turn into
plants
seahorses.
can't walk. We all know this.
Plants
This is
cannot walk.
common
This is a
knowledge.
well-known and
They
well-established
cannot walk.
fact.
Okay, well, I just fell into Vico's satch.
And he's gonna reach into the bag and he's gonna like pet Rexy a bit and he's gonna start like looking through his notebook. It's like getting to the end. He's gonna have to get a new notebook that says 20 on it.
You shouldn't just jump into people's bags, Tippy. It's disrespectful.
Is there anything in here for me to mess with?
In Vico's bag?
So I took out the notebook. You've got a cloak,
A lot of knives.
a couple of like 2 sets of knives. There's a broken short sword in there, I think. And
Some big
then
satchel.
You just-
Those are
like
sharp things.
40 feet of rope. There's just like 40 feet of rope like
I like the
spooled
rope on
up.
fire.
And you just dropped a frog into that thing?
Well, some of that rope has been used to tie up Sarah's.
I'm talking about the knives!
Well, the knives are sheathed. The knives are sheathed.
Which half of the short sword is it?
It's
Hilt
like
side or blade?
I think it's
Hot dog or
health
hamburger cut?
side.
Yeah.
I think it's health side. It was broken.
Probably outside. I mean, there's probably still a part of the blade left.
Yeah.
I remember
Tippy
broke
equips
short
the sword.
I don't remember where.
Hey, Tippy,
It's
you
all
are
small.
you now have the broken short sword. It is very large for you.
Okay, I lie in wait.
What?
What are you waiting for?
I'll let you know.
If I DM me what you're waiting for.
Tippy, get out of the bag.
Now.
She just like stabs Spirit in the throat.
The jugular,
Death to the
Tippy.
dragon boy!
Spirit, I found a cool sword.
You cannot just steal people's swords
I said I found it.
in someone else's bag.
Finders keepers.
And losers weepers. That's what they say.
What are you talking about?
Oh
You just
god, okay, there we go. You know that sword you have there, it used to have a name.
What was its name, Vico?
The Tippy Destroyer.
It was the double D.
It was. It was once the celestial word for. It was once the celestial word for name. I was going through a bit of a rough patch in my life.
He was edgier back then.
I was.
You named a sword name.
I did. Well, it was the celestial word for it.
Which
That's so
it
cool.
translates to name. It is not
It translates. to name. It is not cool. It was not. It was not cool.
Cool. It was not
It
cool.
was not
Regretting
cool.
all his life
It was not
decisions.
cool. It was not.
I look at it with
Not
starry
Oh,
eyes.
the spike gauntlets are also in there. I forgot. The spike gauntlets are also still in there. Tippy or Matthew, you never got the spiked gauntlets phase of Vico. He had like it was basically just like pieces of wood that had spikes coming out that were like tied together, and he wore them like gauntlets. And he bought them from some like old merchant in Titan. He used to wear those. I crushed a cordyceps zombie's skull open with it once. That was cool.
I like
Those
I
are
like
also
your
good.
name sword, Vico.
It is
Well-
broken and in far too large for you.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Sure, Tippy.
Okay, I curl up because it's time for Tippy's 12 hours of sleep.
It's time for bed.
It's bedtime.
Oh, thank
Don't
goodness.
make me say it twice.
What?
Vico like latches the bag back shut with Tippy in there. She's like, okay.
Enjoy these 12 hours, Vico. It doesn't get any better than this.
No, it doesn't.
I'm dreaming of wielding such a blade.
You know, Spirit.
It's like,
obviously,
you know what? Closes, latches bag, puts it on the ground.
I look at Spirit. I'm like, I wonder if this was what it was like for Nero to raise me.
Yes.
Except I was a 100. Except I was like a 130-year-old man.
Yes.
Like an 8-year-old's
And
body.
this is a...
Everything you're saying.
Uriel's calling out from across camp.
What?
I hear everything you're saying. And
You
yet,
know, Uriel, it's disrespectful to eavesdrop on other people's conversations.
I'm
Fireball!
sorry. I just
Fireball.
Fireball centered itself,
No.
wipes everyone out.
wall of fire.
What?
Possibly.
Alright, so. Y'all travel, as it were,
It were that.
for another couple
Proverbially
days.
traveling.
Never got to go do the sending.
On
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did anyone did that conversation happen? Because the
think Erin
party is
asked-
in disagreement
Aaron
over whether
suggested
they
it.
want
Aaron
to do that.
suggested it.
Aaron
suggested
suggested it.
There are some people that don't want to do that, so I kind of... Is it happening or not? Y'all decide
Yes,
amongst
he's already sent the
yourselves.
message.
He's already sent the message.
He's already
Yeah.
done it.
It's in
Like
D&D.
Erin asked him to. It's just everyone else was just kind of like, well, everyone except fucking David was like, fuck that bitch.
Alright, so what are the contents of the message?
So, encountered Sarasol, freed him, in area surrounded by quicksand. Any idea on distance in relation to camp? That's like 17 words.
I have to make a survival roll for her, because if she knows where that is. Probably with disadvantage, because that's really vague.
Wait, you guys went too far.
Holy shit.
You need a U-turn.
Me, she probably doesn't know what... she probably doesn't know where that is. Let me roll survival with her for with disadvantage. Rolls 18 crit. I'm like, okay, okay, she knows where that is. Let's see.
the entire the entire sending. What?
What?
Kind of cringe.
Okay, the message that you get back says the following.
Bless you.
Camp about 1 week southeast. So this is one word.
Yeah.
Try to take roundabout route. Not sure how you will cross to our side.
Raise his eyebrow.
That's up to you.
Cool. Okay, well, we have about at least another week's journey southeast to get there. If we take the direct route, however, she mentioned that we should attempt to take a roundabout way. She made it sound like we had to cross, I guess, some kind of chasm or something, based on how she described it. She said, "Not sure how we'll get to us to their side." So I'm guessing there's some kind of crater, chasm, or ravine or something in the way.
Some sort of roll I can make, Michael, to identify if there is a chasm in that area.
Yeah, give me a survival.
Sure can do,
right.
buddy.
A
I
chasm,
completely
as
forgot.
it were.
You made a history roll earlier for would.
Dude, I literally forgot what I rolled.
I forgot that you made that, and also the problem that you were wondering if they had a
It was
solution
also
to
fixed.
has been fixed. So,
Okay, well, I'm not gonna roll that. I mean, I can if I want. Sure, you know what? I'll roll both of them, okay? It was history, the first one, right?
yeah.
Okay, it was 18. Did the Dragonborn have a way to fix disenchantment magic
I
issue?
mean, there are a lot of powerful mages among the Dragonborn. Someone probably could. Additionally, in like the more eastern desert, there is an oasis that is supposed to be like purifying. So if you really needed to, you could probably utilize that. You're not sure if it would have worked or not, but
problem solved.
problem solved.
Okay, and then the actual roll that I care about, it's survival, right?
Yes.
Okay, 17.
Chasms don't really happen in the desert very easily or
Yeah.
often. So
Do I know what's over there, what they're talking about?
you really don't. You can't think of any natural structures that would like really prevent you from like crossing directly over that you could just like go around. The only thing you could think of is like if they were maybe, if you look at the map, on like this peninsula.
Yeah.
If you tried to go straight there, it would be really hard to cross that water.
Yeah, which
That's the
direction did she
only
say?
thing that you can. That's the only thing that you can piece together. But even that is more like southeast than it is southeast.
I have literally no clue what they're talking about. There shouldn't be any obstacles in the way for a direct path. Maybe there's, I don't know, a large sea of quicksand, that's all I can think of. But there shouldn't be any natural obstacles in the way from us getting there directly.
Monsters, maybe?
Well,
Odd terminology to use for
getting across something to our side.
I mean, she could very well mean the sea of quicksand. If we might
I don't
not
know
have
if
a
there
way-
is one there.
Oh, you
That's
don't.
just speculation.
Hey, Michael, have there been like an increase of quicksand?
Not really. It seemed like a like specific section of the desert, as y'all
All right, so
in like
yeah,
that area was particularly swamped with it.
it was basically like a biome in the desert.
That should be the only thing that would get in our path that we would need to cross. There isn't really anything else.
No, of course.
Bro, if we were in the desert biome, where would the villagers at?
Where's the temple?
Where's the
We gotta raid
temple?
that bitch.
I want my diamonds.
Yeah.
It's probably wise to
That's a
advise her
CP
warning,
too.
though, going around just how and what direction we go around. We don't even know what we're dealing with.
Well, we could travel. Well, obviously, we're going to travel southeast. The question is, do we travel east first or south first?
I think we should just probably continue. We don't even know what we're dealing with, so there's no way to avoid it necessarily, because we don't even know what we're trying to avoid. It could be a chasm, or it could be a quicksand, or whatever. We don't know.
Should we just wait and ask for clarification next time we're able to?
Maybe. If it's a week, if it's over, it's about a week's away, then we'll have plenty of time to ask again.
Indeed.
and we can course correct as we go.
We haven't. Now that Terrasol's no longer chasing us and there are very few undead around, I don't think we have as much to worry about other than just trying to get there.
And we should still be quick at least.
Of course.
Yes, no point in dilly-dallying.
Alright, so y'all are retaking your fast pace, half at the expense of perception. So,
Yeah. Uriel will still be on the lookout on the sky.
I will watch the back of my eyelids. 2. I'll let you know if
Thank you,
anything changes.
3.
Thank you, Tippy.
She's been
4.
latched into my bag. Like I closed my bag and like latched it closed.
Oh my gosh, she's
so-
suffocating!
So the orange markers were the path that y'all set for to try to find them. The red markers, the red circles that I had before, each day of travel. Now I'm denoting as after that little that moment, if you will. These green markers are each day of travel. So you've traveled 1, 2, 3, 4 days. On the 5th day of travel,
The drip day?
We wanted to ask like the next day for clarification
Yeah,
on
like-
what we were trying to
Alright.
avoid.
yeah, y'all can do that, and then y'all can.
Yeah, we may change. So, designated phone caller, you can please call.
I mean,
you know,
I don't know if he needs to do it. He's just gonna ask like, what are we avoiding?
I mean, I could do it the
Unless
same
there's
day.
some other message he wants to add. But like,
yeah.
I could do it the same day. I could just do it the same day.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Like right after. Just message back.
Send a quick question. Hey, what
What are we navigating around? Just that's it, pretty much. All I need-
certain
that?
death. What?
What?
That's not helpful.
My archers.
When was Ignia ever helpful to us?
How is Sun doing?
What are we navigating around? My army.
My nuts, bitch.
Dude.
Dude, that would be
Now we're
such
getting around Ligma.
What?
She
Ligma
responds.
Continue.
Aaron, what's ligma?
Balls. Will you see, Vico?
Wall of fire.
Vico dies of cringe.
What is Ligma, Erin? Erin, third eye opens.
Aaron puts his
Aaron just
hand on
blurts in
Vico's
the
shoulder.
And
Erin blurts out in the middle of camp. Steve Jobs has died of Ligma.
waking everyone up.
Dude,
What?
Aaron walks up to Vico when Vico's dying and is just like, I'm sorry, little one. Ligma
I'm so
balls.
sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to die of Ligma, Vico.
Do it.
What's
Vico, Vico,
Die!
before you go, have you ever heard of Sugan?
What is sucking, Aaron?
Sugan these nuts, stabs him in the heart.
That's when Aaron goes insane.
Vico just like
Yeah, holy shit.
disintegrates.
That's what we know. That's what we know.
That's what it looks like to die of cringe.
Die of cringe. You can't come back from that.
You can't come
Okay.
back.
Alright, the response that you get from her. Our encampment is besieged.
Oh.
Yeah,
knew
I'm
it.
not gonna fucking help.
I knew.
that's where all the zombies are.
We're just gonna walk around the besiege. What the fuck does that even mean?
You guys gotta go around.
Again, up to you to find a way across.
Across what? The besiegers, I guess?
Oh, that's not good at all.
Besiegers.
We're gonna walk
Those who are
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the besieging.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
There's a bit of a problem.
Mhm.
The encampment's besieged,
Oh,
What?
fuck.
Oh,
so we're not navigating a disaster or a natural cause of anything. We're trying to find a way around the siege on the
That's-
encampment.
That's why we haven't been encountering any.
Yeah, they're all over there.
Fuck.
Ooh, this is not good.
we just go over.
What do you to like fly?
Yes.
You can
Let's see,
fly
how
us.
many of us can fly? 1, 2.
You can
My goodness.
fly us in and fly us out.
I can carry maybe 2 people here.
But
I could,
have an idea.
One,
and that would be.
Wait. It was just carry people.
see.
Yeah, we wanted to save, but your wings are limited, so
I can make 3 people fly.
all right.
What?
I can also summon a dragon.
I
That's
think the dragons.
oh, and a fake dragon, not a real one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's still maybe.
It's a draconic spirit.
I don't know if we want to
Michael.
be too active. Or...
Yes,
I
Austin.
make hit points into Sarasol on my shoulder.
All right. He's chilling. He'll wake up on a certain day of your journey because he's literally. And I'll get into that once y'all decide like you're
Yeah,
ready.
we long rested by now, right? Just making sure.
This is.
Or is this just like?
I believe he said the same day.
The same day.
So.
Yeah.
Making sure.
We won't be able
we
to
keep
get.
doing all this retconning. It's weird.
We won't be able to get Kalok and his crew in, but we should be able to get all of us in.
Kalak and his crew can lie in wait, and maybe we can pincer the siege. Stop it.
As long as they don't find Kalok and his men.
I don't know if we'll be able to stop it.
Well,
If-
Yeah, we don't know what we're going up against. It could
Yeah.
that is true.
based on the lack of forces we've seen so far. It very well might be the entire undead army in the desert.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Try to
Based on-
coordinate something with the ships that are in
Based on game manga.
and perhaps
What are you saying, Erin?
Is this all canon?
Hey, gay manga?
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
What is manga?
the mango.
Michael didn't say. Michael didn't say no. By the way, guys.
I'm gonna teach Peter what the anime style is and have him
And have it draw.
start. I'm gonna have Peter become a mangaka in my
Oh
bag.
my god.
Peter
I'll
is
be his
the
number one
first-
fan.
Peter is the first Rule 34 artist of Serenia. Oh god.
No!
What have you wrought?
He's a fucking fiend,
No.
of course he would be. Damn it. That's it.
I want to see Peter's OCs.
I'm smiting Peter. That's it. We can't
Okay,
have
sorry. We got off track.
Peter draws Kiriko.
Peter's writing One Piece.
it. Let's go. Okay, he can live.
Alright, anyway.
Austin's been trying to say
Yeah,
something.
I'm sorry, you're really quiet. What's up?
I'm sorry. This is all I was gonna say is we could try to coordinate with the ships. I guess, and use them to enter the encampment.
Well, that's even if the encampment's on the water.
That's true. But it may put us in a position where we would be around the siege. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Falknir,
Weigh
where
all the potential options.
Falknir, where did your friend say that the ships were going to meet us again?
Just on the. All I know is they're on the coast. They're gonna, I believe, towards the southeast, the southeastern part of the coast. As much as I know, I could try to contact. I forgot her name. I could try to contact my teacher again, see if we can.
Lillian.
Lillian. I could try to contact Lillian again and see if we could coordinate a joint effort to break the siege.
But even if the amount of people they have, you can break them.
That depends on how many people they have are actually fighters.
We don't really know what we're dealing with, and if they're able to keep the remainings of the Dragonborns essentially captive,
3 tribes. We don't know about the rest.
Yeah, at least 3.
Lillian herself, I know at her strongest, could summon nearly an army to fight with her as well.
I feel we should just go and observe what is happening, and then come to our formulate a plan once we've actually seen what is happening.
Agreed. Information is probably the most critical asset here, and we are critically lacking.
It's like every step forward we take 3 steps back.
None do another Macarena.
What, Erin?
We would make it nowhere. We'd be going backwards, Vico.
Going forwards, but we are trudging.
At a very slow pace. We learn Talistar's name, but then this. We free Sarasol. More.
Well, not much more we can do. Let's just get on our way.
Let's keep going.
Limiting. We're taking things away from his operatives. He doesn't have control of people like Sarasol, Eulethal, or Bianca anymore.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
He is whittling away his resources as he tries to pursue us.
Mm-hmm.
And we know where he's. We know where he's based.
True.
He's pretty
No,
cringe.
don't you fucking dare! Don't you fucking dare!
Hey, we all thought it.
I only
I
thought it when
thought
Michael started laughing.
I knew that was gonna be that was gonna be the reaction, but I couldn't think of any other phrasing. I was like, we know where he's operating out of. That just sounds weird.
We know where he's located.
It doesn't.
We know
Pretty operator.
Dude, he's got the tack vest. He's got he's got the A.K.A. and the iron sight slanted. He's operator as fuck, dude.
Alright, I'm gonna be a little ways from the party. I don't, I'll be flying with you all, but I am a beacon of sorts.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Wait. Nero,
Are you struck by light?
Sarasol's a
It's
what?
another Sarasol.
Sarasol 2
Come on,
electric
give them-
boogaloo?
Yes? Spirit?
you're not a beacon. Can't you just distract them long enough for us to enter?
Well, I mean, I can, but I don't know how many they are. I could theoretically...
Well, if you fly high enough, you can stay outside of their
Yeah,
effective range.
I do believe they have arrows, but, yes.
Yes, again, that's why you'd fly high enough.
That is the plan, and I was thinking about it, but, in case...
Glad we're on the same page.
In case they do, I would like to, if that is the case, I'd rather be away before they, from you guys, before they start following me.
Alright.
In case they do spot me from the distance will be.
Yes. We'll get there when we get there.
Yep. And she'll fly up and a little ways, enough to where she still can see them, but I think she'll head forward from them.
Are y'all changing?
I think we're still gonna head straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until we can see
Okay,
what
keep
we're
going.
dealing with.
Yeah. We start seeing
Alright.
some freaky people.
Such as?
You.
What?
Women.
Oh boy! All right.
For all we know, we're just riding straight into the battle of Helm's Deep.
Yeah, we are.
Just
We're the
millions.
riders, you know?
We're the
Yeah.
riders.
Look, I
Wait, would that make
prefer
you
it,
Gandalf?
yeah, like Osgoliath, but
Yeah, maybe Gandalf the White.
Don't they lose that?
Osgoliath? No. No, there's not a single like allied lost battle except for. Oh wait, no. Yeah, you're right. They did lose Osgoliath. I was thinking about the White City. They didn't lose the Battle of the White City.
Sorry, I'm just checking.
Can I draw the way home, Michael?
Yeah. So, after y'all have been traveling for about a day and a half, yeah, y'all can get a long rest. There are seemingly no threats.
Seemingly.
Yeah, among us.
Actually, you don't understand.
Tadriel, y'all are walking, and Sarasol stirs, about midway through the day. He begins coughing a bit as he's waking up slowly on your.
Okay, I immediately switched to like the bridal carry. I thought myself. Yeah, everyone, he's waking up.
Oh?
What?
He megaphoned that with thaumaturgy.
Oh, you did? Alright.
Yeah.
She will then, zoom over.
Vico's got a hand on Night Lotus, just like ready to.
AC 130 above, wall of fire.
I've got a hand on name.
Put me down.
Okay, I put him down.
He's still tied up, so he's just like.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. He puts hand and he just sinks.
Spurns! You killed him!
And I do it again.
Better him than me.
That was Tippy.
I mean, in a manner of...
Better out than in, I always say.
Tippy just gritties on him as he sinks into the sand.
That's what I always say, Erin.
Tippy seahorses him.
And then stomps him into the...
Just to make sure he's nice and buried.
Yeah.
What does he... Does he seem to have, like, normal expressions? Like...
Roll insight.
Okay.
I will also roll insight.
Probably...
Boy, it's Sarasol. Why would...
You're still flying over.
Oh, fuck you.
You're still flying over.
Ooh, just, how about, since David can't, can I?
Tippy,
aren't
the
you like in
master
Vico's
of-
bag?
I'm probably asleep right now.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
Yeah.
It's been a couple days. This is
It's been a couple of days, but it 50.
It's sometime in a different day.
At any given
God.
moment,
Can I
there's
flip a coin?
50, yeah, flip a coin. At any given moment, there's a 50-50 shot that heads you're awake, tails you're asleep.
I'm gonna have to
Is I'm
deep
awake?
clean this fucking
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Heads you're awake, tails you're asleep.
Dude, I'm gonna have to deep clean this fucking bag.
I know, right?
No, I got tails.
Terrible.
You're asleep.
Tippy's sleep.
Death to all humans.
Dude, Tippy,
Hydrated?
dude,
How's he hydrated?
yeah, Tippy, the kind of goofy motherfucker to sleep like.
Me.
She totally would.
Let me see if he's undead real quick. Turns undead. No, he's not
Alright.
undead.
He seems to have normal expressions as you would think. I mean, half of his face is mechanical. Hard to pick out, but he is. It does seem natural to be distressed if you wake up being carried by someone and you're tied up. He is seemingly a bit confused. But he doesn't seem too out of sorts.
Don't worry, we're kidnapping you.
What is your name?
Wait. He can't gesture. He's
Vico's just
tied up.
smiling.
Yeah.
Vico's just smiling at him as he's like, he has his hand on like the hilt of Night Lotus. He's just smiling at him. The most shit-eating grin.
We're in the tournament.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Where's that damn Goliath?
Well, he's not with us.
No.
Haven't seen Bruce in, let's say, 2 months, guys? 2 months.
About 2 months.
You know, I really wish I'd met him. He seems to have been quite an influence on a lot of people.
Oh, he was.
Unfortunately.
Oh, he was.
Unfortunately.
Do you have any memory of your previous state?
He kind of pauses for a second to think, and his
If you didn't hear anything you just said.
sorry.
Not your
Give
fault.
me a persuasion check. He kind of takes a moment to like process, like his whole situation, like what's going on. But give me a persuasion roll.
5.
I want the guidance, but I can't reach you.
Oh, you had a
wouldn't help.
D4. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you have a D4, and also how the fuck are you going to just know to guidance him that he, at this exact moment, going to attempt to...
See, my personality.
This is the...
Anyway.
This is the...
Anyway.
Undo Vico's
I don't-
bad craftsman work.
Fuck off.
I should say.
I fixed it a bit. I fixed it.
A bit. Yeah, you fixed the nat one a bit.
A bit. Yeah, I rolled a fucking 14.
Yeah, I'm sure that 5 really improved it.
No, 14, I said. Asshole.
So... Yeah, Tadriel, you untie him. He seems to warm up a little bit at that. But he pretty much says, "It's all hazy. I don't need to disclose that yet." He kind of like looks around at everyone. Spirit.
Yes, champion.
I need to let me
Let's check his notes.
Falkner's gonna lean into Vigo. Isn't he not the champion anymore?
I have no fucking clue of the geopolitical situation of this fucking area anymore. I stopped caring after I lost my eye.
That's very fair. Okay.
Falkner looking up at Vico, who has 2 eyes.
I was wondering about
It's a long story, I'll tell you later.
I drugged him, anyways.
Yeah, I got date raped by Spirit.
Oh my god.
In the good way, though.
In a good...
There's a good way?
He enjoyed it.
We're not condoning any such behavior.
We're not.
Roofing people.
Nobody here is a fan of Bill Cosby. Nobody here is a fan of Harvey Weinstein. We do not condone that behavior. Wait,
I did not drug her.
I did not have sex relations with that girl, Miss Lewinsky.
I did not.
I did not hit
I did
her.
not. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
I did not hit her. It's
Oh,
not.
hi, Spirit.
Disintegrates.
Spirit, I do not know what is going on. What happened to you? Yikes.
Well, you know,
Are you
the beginning of it. Long story short, I've regained my memories. I'm not the typical lost.
Alright, well.
I don't know what's going on right now. I remember some hazy. How far away are we from the tribe?
Oh, very fun.
A couple of days' travel.
Okay, well,
Michael, if you're talking,
one of
we
the
can't hear
twins
you.
decides, why am I like cringe?
I saw his lips moving. I'm like, oh shit.
I need to get back there as soon as I can. If one of the twins decides that they want to take my place, it won't go very well.
I can't imagine they'd let the twins take your place as champion.
Unfortunately, they're probably next in line.
I want to ask this just out of character. Just when I talked to Ignia the first or one of the first times, she mentioned that they had replaced him. Right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I don't know
She specifically say,
He's
like,
been away. He's been away for whether he realizes this or not. The tribe for like well over a month.
Yeah, because
And she didn't mention who,
Not who.
but she did say that they are incompetent.
Because Valindra disappeared for a good couple of months, and then Bianca set out after her and then disappeared as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were all under the thrall of Talistar.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna turn to Spirit. Do we want to tell him what's happened here? Are you going to tell him, or should I? Or
I can tell him.
I could help you emotionally brace for this.
Vico's still got the same shit-eating grin on his face.
Erin's doing the same grin, but on the inside.
A lot has happened. It might not be the worst decision to take him up on his offer.
I don't need it. Tell me.
Right. Well, since you've gone missing, the end of the world has started.
Stabs himself in the neck.
Oh, right.
He did not take that very well.
A
They're dying.
undead army has marched south and has marched across the continent, wreaking havoc wherever it is. No one has been able to stop it. The government in Titan has fled to the sea, and 3 of the Dragonborn tribes, the Teal, the White, and the Blue, have fled to a peninsula down south where we're heading. Apparently they're under siege right now by undead forces. You have been under the control of a very powerful individual during that time span who is affiliated with this army and has been out to kill us. Long story short, your replacement has apparently been incompetent, according to Ignia.
Wisdom save.
Gotta take psychic damage from all that one.
Just fucking dies.
We're rain
not just goes unconscious. Like he takes full health twice and
he
just
gets Thanos
worry,
dusted.
they're
He's just
dying.
like,
Don't worry, I put a death ward on him.
That is significant. I was expecting.
You've been away for a long time. According to information I've received.
It's all that damn Goliath's fault.
We're not entirely sure where he is. He disappeared sometime after we left the desert, and we haven't seen him since.
I didn't lose my damn shoulder. All I did was ask for artifact, and of course he decided. Not important right now. This is perfectly good. I may struggle for a bit, adjusting to lack of an eye.
You'll
But-
get used to it.
You never did. You got a new one.
What are you?
We have to get back. Where are you all headed?
What's the 3 Dragonborn tribes we know the location of?
I see.
There.
I'll come with you then.
There's a large undead presence there.
I'll come with you. It's better to travel in a group. Better defending ourselves from threats. This is unpleasant, to say the least.
I feel the inner bruise in me trying to come out, and I'm trying to...
Thank you for traveling with us, champion.
If I may, would you like me to create you a weapon?
Well, kind of takes a moment, just like concentrates. And electricity kind of like sparks.
Cutting
out.
Cutting out.
You got it.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know why it's cringe like that. He focuses for a second, and electricity kind of sparks between his fingers and elongates into a long spear. Says,
God damn it, what is it with fucking
I don't need
spears?
That's his thing.
That's his thing.
It always has been.
I'm aware, but why spear?
It's just
Why
a randomly assigned weapon that he got.
It's the one that he has.
Yeah.
Gay.
Spears are the better.
Stupid.
Spears the best melee weapons.
That's objectively true, but also morally wrong.
Only wrong.
Why? Why is it so?
His axes are cool.
Axes are cool.
Axes are cool. Alright.
X's are cool. He makes sure that he's able to. I should.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Good to see you still have the dragon's blessing.
Thankfully, I was concerned that I wouldn't, but something tells me that my replacement hasn't fully. They haven't fully invested in replacement yet.
If it is the twins, I can't imagine they ever would.
Damn, fuck these twins, I guess.
Yeah, fuck them. Pieces of shit. I'm gonna open up my bag real quick, and I'm gonna take out the hilt of the short sword, and I'm gonna, like, toss it to Uriel. I'm like, I don't know if you're in such a weapon-making mood, why don't you make something for Tippy?
No.
Yeah.
She's
Not true. It's impossible.
Tippy had a rapier.
Tippy did have a rapier.
Someone's carrying Tippy's rapier.
I think
Yeah, someone's got. I think
Tadriel was
Tadriel
carrying
has
Yeah,
it.
I think Tadriel's carrying all of her shit. We've been carrying her.
Uriel doesn't know that, so she's like, Yeah, I can
Like a
make
little
something
push
of
pin.
Tippy.
You make it a normal short sword, then it'd be like a broadsword for Tippy.
Yeah.
But it still does a short sword's worth of damage.
Yeah.
Does she want a regular
Like this
rapier?
big
Oh,
or-
actually, it's not a long sword. It's not a short sword. It's actually a long sword. So it's a long sword hilt.
Oh my god.
Does she want a long sword?
I
Does
don't
she
know.
want?
She's asleep.
Probably,
was
if
just
you're gonna make
fiddling with
anything, make
it.
it Tippy size, otherwise it's useless for her.
Of course.
I know she has a rapier already, but I don't know what else.
I guarantee she's either not going to use that sword or she's going to horribly misuse it.
Use it for whatever you please.
Turns into snake, carries sword in mouth.
Yeah. I'll think of something.
She'll probably summon a storm and then just use that sword instead.
Finally! I've been wanting to get that long sword out of my inventory for so long, and every time we find a shop, I forget to sell it.
Give it to Uriel.
Yeah, just give
Now
it to
you
me and I'll
basically-
make more. I'll
Now
make
you just
more.
have like a portable shop, basically. That's all that Nero is. She's a portable shop that
Nero?
can't really do specialty items. Uriel.
Yeah. There you go.
Dude, you don't understand how hard it is for me to resist my inner bruise and like mage hand and like flick his shoulder from like the back.
Yeah, you definitely lose friendship status with
Man,
Spirit. if you
Tippy's
did
asleep
that
right now,
shit.
but she
I
would tell you
know.
that she wants a full-size sword.
Well, Tippy is
She's not awake.
Tippy's currently.
Tippy
with a full-size long for Jesus Christ.
Huh?
Tippy's just.
Because she would turn into like a monster and wield it.
Well, Tippy. The thing is, unless Tippy turned into like a gorilla
Oh,
to wield it,
no.
like any normal-sized weapon, she'd probably have some kind of like negative on because like.
Opposable thumbs.
Because,
Well,
yeah,
well, no,
She's
well,
tiny!
Yeah, I'm
Tippy's
tiny.
not just a small creature; she's a tiny-sized creature.
Yes.
She's
Yeah.
like, she's in the same size category as like pixies.
Bro, if Tippy got a fucking longsword turned into a wolf, she'd just be Sif from Dark Souls.
Are,
Just carry it around in her mouth.
Let's go.
Druids are proficient with simple weapons, right?
Not all simple weapons. They have a specific list. It's like stabs, clubs. It can't be made of metal.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm good with a whistle stick, but that's a tool.
You good with a whistle stick?
Oh, I'm actually proficient in
I
scimitars,
know what
spears.
I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Uh-oh.
Why am I proficient in scimitars? That's metal.
Hey, if you're proficient in scimitars, well, I got something
might
for
be
you,
from
Tippy.
it's probably from your bard.
It could be from your bard, which you multiclassed out of, or it could be no. Druids might be scimitars. I don't remember.
I've never played a druid.
It's because it's not like simple weapons. Like it's a small list of simple weapons.
I
Yeah, I'm
know-
looking at them all.
Yeah, I already know what I'm gonna make her.
Can you turn it into a dart?
Nah, I'm not gonna give you a
He's
weapon.
asleep.
I'm proficient in the dart.
I'm not giving you a weapon.
It is actually a druid is proficient. Never mind, I was looking at the starting weapon.
I will
Scimitars,
repeat-
spear,
I will
maces.
repeat, I am not giving her
She
a weapon.
already decided. Anyway. So
What?
The
Never mind.
woman has made up her mind.
the woman has decided. Shut up.
Women always make
Women, am I right?
All right, so y'all continue to travel now with one extra.
The party grows long.
What day is it, Michael?
Yeah, what
So-
day?
Okay, so what? I don't know the date that the session
I
started.
think it was the
21.
21st.
21st.
21, yeah. First.
Okay, so it was the 21st at night. So then you traveled 22nd, 23rd. He woke up during the
Halfway.
23rd.
23rd.
So y'all are going to travel. Y'all are going to travel. Sorry.
I was just gonna say at some point, Spirit would like to talk to Sarasol.
Well, y'all are going to travel for another 2.5 days before you have your next sort of like event. As
the
like I said
26th.
before, there are no. Yeah, the 26th will be the day that you have your next sort of like
Okay.
thing happen.
Got it.
Again, there are like no threats. the outside of Sarasol chasing you down, this entire stretch of desert that y'all have traveled through has just been desolate and empty. Tadriel has had to conjure food for everyone each day because Spirit can't even forage. The land is not providing.
Uriel, with the broken...
description.
Sorry?
As per the spell's description, the food that Tadriel conjures is unbelievably bland.
It's food.
It's
It lets
food.
you survive.
OMG, just like the cafeteria food here.
Yeah,
Ooh,
let's
yikes.
Ooh, yikes! Ooh, yikes! Topical. Yikes!
So...
Uriel, because it is broken and there's not as much like it's not like, oh, it's just like cracked and not usable, like it's missing a part of it. You're probably going to have to add a little bit to the gold cost. But other than that,
Well, I mean, I could just use the metal of the blade, or like of the broken parts.
yes, but doesn't it have to be equivalent? He doesn't have the. It's not like it's like in.
Yeah, but I'm
has
not making. I
thing.
am not. I mean, I guess it does have to be equivalent. What I could just do, because I am not making a weapon. I want to turn it into an ocarina.
Alright.
Yo.
Let's go.
Because Tippy was a bard, and
And Tippy's gonna rewind time for the party.
is
I
that
just
Uriel,
He bought one at the
Uriel is
Renfest. He did.
Uriel is perceptive enough to know that she does not really fight with a weapon, so it would be useless to give her a weapon. But if having her, actually play instruments, may be something. So she's gonna transform the broken metal into a small ocarina.
Alright, you do so. You make a Tippy-sized ocarina.
Yep.
Ocarina. Hey, ocarina.
Alright.
Yeah, and then she'll I guess at some point during the next day she will fly to wherever Tippy is.
Probably in Vico's bag.
Yes.
Been hanging out in Vico's bag with the sweet sword I found.
It's not there, Tippy.
Just the blade is in there now. Where did it go? The
Vico,
notebook. The notebook's
what?
back in there now.
Vico, what happened to the name?
I gave it to Uriel. I saw no
You did what?
gave it to Uriel. I saw no use for me to keep it anymore. It's a broken sword, plus I use Night Lotus now. Speaking of, by saying Night Lotus, I just activated Night Lotus.
I use ratio now.
At this point, you'll fly on in. I don't know if I don't know if she can see Tippy.
Is Tippy sticking out? Because Tippy was talking. Is not
Yeah,
Tippy sticking out of the
I'll
bag?
stick my head out.
Yeah, she sees Tippy and just hey Tippy, I made you something.
Nero would have made me something better.
Oh my god.
Holy
Damn,
You fucking killed her, dude! You fucking killed her, dude!
And I ducked my head back in the bag.
Oh my god! That was fucking brutal! Oh my god! World Star!
Holy
You're not my real mom.
Oh my god! That was fucking brutal, dude!
I don't care what you make me, Uriel. I'm not calling you
Give her
mom.
depression while you're at it. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit, dude!
Alright. Uriel?
She does look visibly sad.
Vico just looks at Uriel, just like completely shocked. Even he's just like completely shocked by that. Like, what the fuck?
Tippy just murdered
Like,
her.
I may not like her, but Jesus fuck! I like open up the bag and look at Tippy. I'm like, Tippy, what the fuck?
Falknir leans over. Tippy, that's not a nice thing to say to someone. Apologize.
It's fine. I understand.
No, it's really not.
Not fine.
I understand. It's fine. I don't doubt she would have made this up there. But at least I'm not really good with words. Vico,
Yes?
she'll take out the ocarina, and on the like top backhand side where you usually where most of the
holes are?
yeah, well, not where the holes are, the opposite side.
Oh, yeah.
So where you would basically hold it. You see the celestial, the name of name is there, and
Oh, what was this? Hold on, I gotta get the celestial name generator back up.
Yeah,
It's been a very long time.
it is written there, and she will just it's all different kind of shades of a nice fire, almost. Coming from the name is a pretty light orange as it gets more progressively darker as it goes over to the hole. And it's as if the name itself is illuminating the ocarina. And she will give it to Vico and just say this is from you.
I take it. I just kind of nod at her.
And then she'll beat her wings and then head straight forward. Cool, Michael. Very cool.
I'm gonna open up the bag.
Neuro lives matter.
I'm
Matter.
gonna open up the bag and I'm gonna flick Tippy up like the backside of her head. I'm gonna flick her fucking Tipsy upside the back of the fucking head.
Ouch.
That is not how you talk to people, Tippy. That is incredibly rude.
She killed Nero.
You don't think I know that, Tippy? She made you a gift. That is not how you treat someone who gives you a gift, regardless of what they've done. Especially if there's someone who is helping us. And he's gonna drop the ocarina in there. It's from Uriel. He's gonna close the bag.
She's really sad looking.
Damn. Shit.
Man, it should be wacky, yo.
I sent you what celestial name in celestial is, Matthew.
I saw. Tippy and Matthew are sad. Not in that order of severity.
Look, Vico's a little shit, but Vico had a good mom. He was raised right.
Clearly, Tippy wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tippy
Because
doesn't
her
have any
family's
fucking
dead.
dick. Your
Your
family's
family
dead.
is bad.
Vico does that to Tippy and then uses his mage hands to make Sarasol think that his shoulder's falling off again with a shit-eating grin.
No, but
You don't do that to people. Turns around. Hey, Sarah.
turns around. I mean, he wouldn't know it's me. No, but I'm not gonna do that. I want to be friends with Spirit as much as I may hate Sarasol's guts.
Peter moment.
Peter moment. Yeah,
Big
Tippy.
Peter on him?
Tippy doesn't get to play with Rexy after that one. Fuck.
Yeah, we're just gonna kick that cat can down the road a little longer.
Vico's actually gonna like pet Rexy after that one. He needs some like consoling.
He purrs.
Does Tippy think just like a monster just lives in Vico's outside?
Yeah, probably.
Tippy makes a lot of assumptions.
Usually incorrect.
Yeah.
Like Uriel actively killed Nero. There's
Tippy
some
has
kind of
little
monster in
teeth.
Vico's
Well,
bag.
what's the most fucking hilarious part about that is Tippy was facilitating the killing of Nero at one point.
Yeah.
he was.
Tippy has little teeth marks in her shoulder.
Yeah,
But that was
killing
that was
Nero.
for spirit's sake.
Yeah, that was for Spirit.
Uh-huh,
Tippy
yeah.
would do anything for Spirit.
Yeah.
Wait! No. Wait.
Tippy still has little teeth marks in her when she got picked up and dropped out of the bag.
It's bleeding profusely.
I was trying.
Oh god, did I poison Rexy?
Oh god.
Oh shit.
No. Kidding.
I think hydras are like immune to poison or something.
I don't know. We also said Tippy has to will it.
I could be dumb. Yeah, we kind of decided that Tippy can turn her poison off and on. That's not how it's.
That's
Just
the thing,
That's
Shadow
how it works
Man.
anyways.
Then
That's
I
the
would
thing,
have poisoned
Shadow
everyone
Man.
in the
It's
party
not
by now.
slime. It's mucus.
Yeah.
Everyone
She'd
would
be
be
constantly poisoning the entire party
Yeah,
otherwise.
we'd all be dead.
You need to wear gloves
You know what?
around me.
Yeah, it would have. You know what? Maybe it would have been fun roleplay to like have the party have to come up with some way to handle her
Then I
without
can hug people.
At that point,
Well,
we should, we already
like
have-
making
Make
her a little like
clothes.
making her like a little bubble suit or something. But
bubble suit.
I'm not retconning it. We've already done too much with it. Anyway,
Yeah.
point being, Spirit, you wanted to talk to Sarasol, and then we'll kind of cut to.
Yeah. So at some point at night when everyone is settling down, like Spirit's gonna try and bring like Cersei off to the side and be like, hey, you and I, can we talk?
Yeah, he'll come with you willingly.
Hey, nudge. No, nudge.
It's good to see you again. Under better circumstances than last time.
Glad you are well.
I'm certainly not dead. I wanted to. First off, I just wanted to apologize for the issues I caused.
I never wanted for the masses.
Did he cut out, or is that just me?
He did cut out.
Bruh.
You said I didn't want for
The
the
masses.
masses. I'm like, I don't think that's a complete sentence. I don't know how fucky-wucky his brain is, but that's not a complete sentence.
I didn't want what happened to happen. Unfortunately, I had to do something for the masses. And it would have hell to pay after everything had I not handled it.
I understand that. But I wanted to ask you about your powers. Because as of the tournament, for some reason, the dragon of the lost tribe decided to make me their champion.
His remaining eye kind of widens, like, significantly.
Pops off his head.
Where are they?
What?
Sorry, my voice box is not working.
Bruh!
Fucking Bruce!
So, do you know where they are?
Not currently. I haven't really been in communications with them since. Well, we were kind of trapped in an area outside the Teal Dragonborn village. I leveraged his power so that he could help us escape from you. Ever since then, he said his powers would be exhausted, and I wouldn't be able to utilize them for some time. I haven't been in communication since then.
I see. It seems odd that he hasn't been... Well, sorry. Where was he before that? Surely you didn't have a dragon traveling with you.
No. Michael, I'm not entirely sure, right? Like, Spirit doesn't know what's up.
No, not really.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. I'm not entirely certain. I knew I could communicate with him, and he seemed to be able to... Well, he seemed to be able to travel from how we were talking. He was fixed on locations, but he could... Well, at one point we traveled to the Fae. And he was both able to... He was able to communicate with me and know my situation in the Fae, but also have known... But he had to have he traveled somewhere. He traveled from the desert to get me information. I don't know where he is, but I haven't seen him.
It's all very strange. I'm sure that learning these new powers has not been very easy by any means. They seem to take a toll on the body. So, with training, you can learn to handle it pretty well. I wish I could help you more, but I really don't know the specific abilities that the dragons grant to their champions. Varies from tribe to tribe. I know that I, for one, am able to channel his element into a magical weapon of my own. Greater eyesight and perception. The ability to move at speeds that normally would be unreachable. And a few other things that come up when they need to, but it really varies. I wish I could help you. This will be a journey that you'll have to handle on your own.
I see. Champion, do you know where is your dragon?
Presumably still with the tribe. It's concerning that the tribes are meet together. The dragons are essentially demigods. It's concerning that with 3 of them together, they are still unable to break whatever seed. It's...
Michael, for Ben. So the dragons just travel with their tribes? Like,
yeah, so
okay.
Basically something that I never is like so like the dragons themselves are essentially are believed to be like Ild's direct descendants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That have like an advanced amount of control over like specific elements that they are attuned to, and they are essentially like demigods / like very minor deities. And so they have each like cultivated their own like people that they have created,
and that has become the different types of Dragonborn. And they will travel with their own little like groups because it's like that is their people. They literally created them. And so yes, they will travel with them. That's why he's saying like, wow, that's really weird that he's just like not there.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
Then you was a worm, and all you and your family.
You was a worm, what?
So, by some weird, like, genealogy tree, Spirit is related to Vico, Nero, Uriel, and Tadriel in some weird genealogy tree. All, like, Dragonborn are.
Yeah, I mean, if we go by what's believed.
Well, what's believed, yeah.
Well, technically everyone is if you go by, oh, this god created this race of creatures, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Ild.
It's the circle of light.
Things on the land, right?
Yeah, so Ild created most like living things. Most living things on land. Duel was the ocean goddess who handled that. But the point being that he didn't directly create everything. So like from the Dragonborn's perspective, it's like, oh, the dragons are his direct descendants, and they created the dragon. So that's how that works.
Interesting.
Cool.
Huh.
Man, I had a train of thought.
Gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Can you communicate in the same way that I can with my dragon to get an update on this situation there?
You mean just
D-
mind?
Yes, that's how I've always done it.
That is not ability they am capable of. Speak with them directly.
He is the dragon, but he is the dragon Jesus. He is the dragon Messiah.
Avatar.
Dragon Bar.
Avatar.
Oh my god.
I see.
Until the Sarasol nation attacked.
Well, that's interesting. Well, I simply wanted to talk to you about that. I understand if there's nothing, but oh, wait, Sarasol, with time and copious amounts of resources, we might be able to get you back to full strength, so to speak, your arm and your eye. A while back, long story short, we came across a wealth of extremely powerful potions. One of which has the ability to regenerate body parts. I still have some left, but I assume it wouldn't be enough to restore the amount of damage you have. I used almost half of it just to bring an eye back.
Yeah.
That cannot be magic.
Hmm?
He said that cannot be simple magics.
frankly, I don't understand it myself, but someone does. What I understand is there's resources that I've never heard of that I would need to gather to replicate it, but if it was made, then it can be replicated.
I see. Well, I would greatly appreciate that, but first of all, we should survive.
Yes. But I think with all of us here and your help, that should be easier. We've been managing so far.
We're just gonna amass a small army behind us at some point.
Yes.
We cease to be an adventuring party and cease to be an adventuring army.
Look, I'm telling you, give me enough time and enough resources, we can have an army of elementals on our side by the time.
Let's go.
Avengers.
We can have an army of elementals for 1 hour.
And we will be formidable for 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yes.
Celebration.
The
Well,
enemy
all I need to
has
do, all I need to do,
fireball.
all I need to do is take a couple levels in sorcerer, and then I get to extend my duration.
For up to 2 hours.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I love Falknir just every turn breaking. That's
Every turn breaking into
Falknir just
one.
unlocks his latent magical ability, like, after he studied for years.
He's just
like,
one
"God
day like,
damn it!
oh
God
shit.
damn it!
Oh, this'll come in handy.
Actually,
No, he
The
just-
one
he,
latent
like,
magical
needs-
ability he's received is extending the duration of things.
He meets, no, he meets like a really powerful mage, and he's like, let me bring out your inner potential. I don't feel that different. It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't much.
Oh. So I guess
So
it's
all downhill from here. All downhill from here.
I don't know what this is referencing.
Dragon Ball Z abridged.
yeah.
Alright. So, that being said, I'll chat for a little while and head to sleep because
Well,
he,
gets to sleep.
unlike you, needs
It's-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Time
He
for
had-
bed.
It's time for bed.
I just sit there all night watching him. And he wakes up the next morning.
He wakes up like in the middle of the night, like looks over. It's just like, you good? Do
I'd like
you
to-
need something?
No, just sitting here, Can't go to sleep. Ever.
Oh, that you did this to me. Oh.
Nice. Before we go to sleep, I'd like to go talk to Uriel.
So Tippy was being a bit of an asshole.
Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna leave all my shit over there, including Tippy.
He keeps his bag with Tippy in it. Man, Tippy was such an ass. Tippy is such an awful person. Why do we even bring
Man,
Tippy
Why do
with
you
us?
cries and dies
You know
in some
what
sand?
brings Tippy out? Scar.
No,
Don't worry, Tippy. We can be friends.
Really, Spirit?
Just kidding. I don't have any friends. Slap you.
can you see all of me walking to my
Tippy goes through an emo phase.
Dude, Tippy's gonna go through an emo.
Dude,
phase.
Tippy's theme should be "I Am All of Me" by Crush 40 from the Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yo,
It
nice.
should be that song.
It should be.
Even though she's just like
Punish
the
Tippy.
smallest, she's just the
Punish
smallest
Tippy.
little bean. She's just like the small bean of the group, and she's just like, "Fuck you, Uriel." But I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave all my shit over there. I'm gonna walk up to Uriel. So, about that
Yes.
earlier.
Um.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I expected this, so it wasn't necessarily a surprise.
I gave her a stern talking to.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
No, she has to learn that's not how you speak to people you work with. Your allies. It's not how you speak to them. Especially when they're offering you something. Something helpful that they made for you.
I suppose, yes. Um, uh, Thank you, Vico. You really didn't have to.
I did. That's completely unacceptable behavior in the situation we're in. She didn't have to come with us, and if she's gonna act like that, she's gonna have to learn not to.
Um, yeah. Oh, well. Guess this is as good as time as any. She will reach into her bag and pull out the 1 foot by 1 foot painting, metal painting of a young Vico opening his present for the first time to see a frog with with a younger looking Nero overlooking at him.
Topical.
I made this. It's one of my first memories when we merged. It's no matter what I can say or do can bring back what was lost. The love is still there, and it will always be there, no matter what happens.
Vico's just like dumbfounded, just like completely and utterly just like shocked. He's just like, his eyes kind of start like welling up.
Oh no, this wasn't supposed to happen.
Sorry, you don't like it. I'll take it away.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going through her mind. I'll just, if you don't want to accept it, she starts trying to put it away.
He walks forward and kind of just hugs her, like very awkwardly.
Yeah, she like stiffens up. She's
like
not...
he's like
this was not going through her her idea of like what this conversation was going to go through at all. And then she'll awkwardly like pat you, and then you see a few tears coming down her face.
Vico lets go. Just... I am truly sorry for how I have acted. This is not the... I was not the person that I was raised to be.
It's perfectly fine. Very much clouds our judgment in and our emotions run rampant. And we feel before we think. That is just the type of creatures we are. I understand this, and I don't want there to be a rift in this party anymore. My first step is with you. And the value that you hold the amount of value you hold to Nero is insurmountable. But I figured I could at least project something, project an event that was her happiest one.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is not an issue. Have a good night, Vico.
You too, Uriel. She
will
gives
then
him...
yeah, she'll give you. She looks at it. It's actually now bent because of the hug. Ah!
No!
She'll give it to you. And then she'll wipe her eyes, and then she will then create another one by one. Sheet metal. And then start sketching out another piece.
Vico is going to go back to where all of his stuff is. He's going to kind of curl up in a ball and cry a little.
You're crushing it more!
Oh, you don't understand!
It's now just a ball.
Hey, Michael. Would Tippy old gal hear Vico?
You're not coming through.
Your mic, Michael.
You're not coming through.
I muted myself. I forgot. I'd say so. She was probably in his bag.
She's absorbent.
She's absorbent.
Yeah, she's pretty absorbent. She's gonna as quietly as she can. She's sad too. She's gonna crawl onto Vico and cry and fall asleep on them too.
Aww.
Cause she feels bad.
He's like holding the art piece too, so she like sees. Does she see the frog in the art piece?
The frog looks like Tippy.
The frog. I mean that's kind of that was kind of Vico's first reaction. Granted, like that was completely made up on an RP whim.
Yeah.
But like that was Vico's first reaction when he saw Tippy. He was like, "That looks like Mr. Froggy."
Yeah, but the frog looks maybe a little bit fatter.
It's also just an actual frog and not
It's also, yeah.
Yeah, not a sentient being, not a sapient being,
Not
but a
sentient.
grung,
yet.
but a frog.
Hey now.
I know.
Are you
I know.
promoting grung slavery?
Yes.
Well,
Me too.
We all know Spirit is unequivocally red-pilled.
Literally not true, but whatevs.
Spirit's a Democrat. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, he would definitely be.
Yeah, compared to all the other Dragonborn, he's a Democrat.
Yeah.
If by Democrat we're talking 1860s Democrat, I agree.
Whatever makes you feel better, man.
You guys just crying. I love playing Vico so much because Vico's just such an emotional character. He's literally me for real.
He's like
Just
me,
like me.
IRL.
Because I cry all the time.
I do.
I relate to this because I also cry.
I'll watch the ending of something I've watched 1,000 times, and if it still hits me emotionally, I'll fucking cry. Dude, I've cried like 5 times over the ending of Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that.
Alright. So, you all get your rest in, and unless there's anything else that y'all want to do.
I thought Matthew was gonna do something.
I'm crying on Vico
She's crying on Vico.
as we sleep.
Does anyone else want to come join the cry parade?
Aaron
looks on with envy.
Aaron always sticks by Vico during
Yeah,
class
that's
As
true.
a-
Aaron's
as-
just like sitting there watching.
out of habit.
You're just sitting there with your crying.
He also he'd seen the piece before, so he expected emotions to happen. He does not know what to do about them.
Spirit looks on from across camp. Envious eyes.
He will like pat y'all on the back.
Envious of friendship?
Ooh, you could have it too. You could have it too, Spirit.
Envious
That's
because
what I've
Spirit
been
has a crush
trying
on
to
Tippy.
do. Wait. Vico is the Giga Cuck.
Alright.
Oh, but he's dead now.
Let's go!
Jeez. We barely hear Austin, and that's what he says.
The token black character is dead! Woo!
Hey, I'm black.
Quoted.
Oh, yeah.
Gray.
Clipped in
Clipped.
the
That's
Twitch chat. Clipped.
I want someone to clip that.
Matthew,
The token-
you're like one of the only people who ever clips my streams. You gotta go back and clip that.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Well,
Yeah, I agree. Amen, brother.
so, unless there's anything else I want to do, we're going to cut to the next major point in your travels.
Day 26!
Yeah.
Woo!
26. Am I proficient in my axe now?
Yeah.
Alright, now she's gonna be start training with our Warhammer now.
Alright, so, y'all are traveling. It's on the 5th day of this leg of your that Uriel, flying ahead of everyone and well above the land, catches sight of the encampment, actually.
Okay.
Y'all steered directly into it.
Let's go!
Go!
Genius, guys.
She...
Absolute geniuses.
So, Uriel, you see
Mega mind.
a very, very long camp with many temporary, like, tents and sort of, like, quick build buildings set up, palisades surrounding the entire thing. But it seems to be in decent condition. The place hasn't been destroyed or raided yet, but you do see where all of the undead that you have been missing the last several days have gone.
I'm waiting for the Walking Dead moment where it's just like the horde.
Yeah.
It zooms out.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh, it is popping in like we are playing Minecraft and my chunks are loading.
Yeah.
There's one or two of them.
I am loading
There's at least
chunks.
there's at least 6 here.
Agreed.
There are at least 7 like battalions worth.
Oh my god, he actually clipped it. Hold on.
So,
So,
Oh my god.
Uriel, as you kind of like crest over and you this, that's where we're gonna end the night session.
Wait, you just hit a
Alrighty.
Sieg Heil, Mike?
Wait, no!
Michael, really, all we ask is that you don't start the 4th right.
Michael, every fucking day. It's every day with you.
All we ask.
a lot of the stuff y'all
Guys,
Alright.
Matthew actually clipped
Dude,
it.
that good.
You asked me to clip it.
I asked him to, as a loyal viewer.
Oh, Michael.
Alright, would you mind doing the outro, Michael?
Yeah, that was session 60 of Peaceful Heart on your anniversary Heart.
Oh,
So,
God.
thank
Man.
you all for watching.
The red alert music just starts playing.
Happy
Yeah,
2-year anniversary,
honestly,
everybody.
I gotta load up the
Happy-
fucking
2-year anniversary to this campaign.
2-year
2 years.
anniversary to fucking
Yeah.
Peaceful
That's
Heart.
more than I am years old.
Alright, bye lads. See ya in 2 weeks.
Down.